Alafia
family.
Ekabo.
Welcome on into the
Come
House
on
of Confirmations.
and
Ashe Adupwe. Family, go on ahead, take this time out right now. Unplug, disconnect yourself from the matrix way of thinking, and that whole ideology you were thrown into. Also, family, go on ahead and take a deep breath in, inhaling in through the nose, reflecting on the day, releasing through the mouth, exhaling all of that poison and pressure that was picked up while you was plugged into the matrix. Ashe Adupe. Family, you know the beautiful voices and faces you are hearing. We are House of Confirmations. I am Baba Oyeyemi, initiated Egungun priest over 21 years.
I'm Omitola, a diviner, healer, and reader, and we are the House of Confirmations. Ekabo. Ekabo means welcome. Come on in, family. Alafia, Jalisha. Alafia to you.
Alafia, family.
We do have some family that's already had booked for tonight. So, family, that means we have 9 slots left. 9 slots left for this live.
Family, do come on in. Make sure that we are loving, sharing, tagging family on in. I say I do pray as the mothers of the church do. Jewel, Alafia, Jules, Alafia, Melissa.
Alafia family, come on in.
Come on in, family. Y'all know we're going to have a good time tonight, Ashe. We do have 9 slots available, family. Information is on the screen for those who are coming in and would like to book a live reading. Ashe, do understand that we are coming upon the second full moon of this month, family. That's pretty big for portal talking.
Absolutely. Yes, come on in, family. Ashe family, come on in. Oh, we see you, senior. Alafia Shonda. Alafia Isaac. We see y'all, family. Y'all go ahead and tag good old Marcus on in here. He booked for his reading. I do pray, Baba, for tagging family. I do pray to the mothers of the church. We saw Deacon Board on in here. Someone said they want that head wrap. Girl, what? I got this from actually was it Etsy? It was either Etsy or eBay. Came with the skirt wrap and the head wrap. Ashe. Yes. So I believe it was Etsy or eBay. It came with a top piece as well. I love the top piece. It's just I should have got a size up for the bust area. So for some reason I think I'm gonna lose enough weight that that the bust area gonna go down.
No, like get bigger man.
Me need to go get bigger man. The hubby has spoken. Me just need to go get bigger top man. Ashe, I do pray, family. Come on, and Baba just stated, do y'all know that the second full moon is coming up on October 31st? Are you prepared? Shout out to family who's been ordering their Gungun dolls. Oh my gosh, Gungun dolls are so amazing, y'all. They really are. I remember Baba made me one. I had an all-white one for IJ Bolas. And when I say they're powerful, you start seeing them doing things. You start seeing them facing this way and then facing that way. And then tilted over. It's like, so y'all done ate, laid over, and with the
They do stuff a lot. Yeah, Mama Misia
Uh
tagging family
oh.
in. We
Mama
see
Misa
you,
in the house.
Shonda.
We got Mother Missy in the house.
Uh,
Dang.
we got Nicole S. officer viewing. All right, we got an officer viewing. I do wonder who elected you to be an officer.
I mean, I believe she was just in the inbox getting a reading with us the other day, I believe.
All right.
That name sounds so familiar, Nicole Officer. That's actually one of my theme songs, Officer by Lil Wayne.
I do pray family for tagging everyone on in. Make sure you are coming in with your head wraps. Make sure you got your own head wraps now. Don't be trying to steal my wife's head wrap over there. Make sure you got your own beautiful head wraps on. Those are your crowns. Make sure you take care of your crown. Make sure they're big and luxurious. All right, don't be out there trying to do the ancient mama real quick do-rag thing on. Nah, y'all are not slaves no more, okay? So when you are doing your head wraps out there, play with it. Be in the mirror for some hours. Find out how you like it, how your style like it. Your natural instinct and your blood will let you know exactly how you're supposed to wrap your hair. Everybody's hair is wrapped differently. That's a thing.
Ashe, thank you for breaking that down.
Ashe.
Yes, that's why Ekbe Moremi is needed. If any Ekbe Moremi members are listening out there, it is needed. Just knowledge about the different head ties for different festivals or different events that may be coming. There's a head tie for each one. We have a lot of beautiful new women in the culture that we would love for this information to be passed down to them. A lot of women becoming a pete bees. And I'm sure the Babalawas don't know everything that pete bees needed to know.
I'm sure.
So the Women's Society, it is needed.
Very much so.
Oh my goodness.
Very much so. As we've been traveling around to different houses, we are realizing that Ekbe Moremi is very much needed within the women's community. We have to understand there are certain things that we as a people we expect from the other side, and that is for the women to be as godly as they are to be. There are things that come with that. Just like when you look at men, there are things that you want a man to be as kingly as he should be. That is why Egbe Moremi and Akikanju is needed within our community. That is the rites of passage for the women, Egbe Moremi, and Akikanju, Egbe for the men. For we are out here looking for a good man, a good husband, but you don't know what a good husband is actually supposed to be. You're getting with these men and you have no idea what qualifications they have as being a man. You have no idea what they have completed on their task to consider themselves to be a man in this world. Unfortunately, America deems you to be a man at what, 18? Don't care what you don't did in this world, you're a man. You get tried as a man.
Or if you make a baby,
you're a man. So we have to understand there are certain key things that we are to know as men and women. For instance, and I could conjure for the men, we are to learn how to build a house with no nails. We are to be able to chop down a tree. We are to have to be able to swim across a river, walk 40 miles, build a market. There are certain things that a man is supposed to know how to do before he can even get married.
Wow. I don't think anyone's speaking on
that. It needs to be spoken on. It needs to be spoken on because we're out here really just matchmaking ourselves up with whatever looks look good. And I'm just gonna have me a cute baby. You have no idea if these people are even ready. It's not the age. For those who are worried about all these little girls with these grown men, can these little girls do more than some grown women do? Ask this question. Can some of these little girls clean a house? Because I know grown women who can't. So we can't say, oh, she's young, she can't even clean her own drawers. I've seen grown women who can't. So we can't speak on age. It is truly the experience and who you was raised up under and who taught you the lessons.
Ashe, absolutely.
Same thing for the men.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. And yes, we don't use hello in the house.
I said Lafayette
Lafayette,
family.
beautiful people. And thank you, Miss Rashonda. Miss Rashonda has been the only person to speak up about the camera setup. She says she likes the new camera
I said
setup.
I do pray.
I
Thank
do
you.
pray, Miss
We
Shonda.
work
Thank
hard.
you.
Want to see if family likes it. See if y'all get a change in the mood.
Lafayette, Miss Nicole Burgess.
I
How
said
you
Lafayette
doing?
Nicole. Lafayette Pamela.
Lafayette, beautiful people. Come on in. Oh,
I said, all right.
Spirit keeps talking about drawers. I don't know what's going on. It's really sad, y'all.
Well, here's the thing.
Y'all think we be up here trying to make y'all laugh. Like, oh, thank you. It was very professional.
I do pray,
Thank you
Isaac.
for the angle. Baba really helped out with the angle and setting up. Because I'm honest, I'm not really the technical person. So the technical stuff you see, thank you, Baba, for that.
Well, listen, I'm not the one typing all these words up here either. So we work together
Teamwork.
as a team. I say, Isaac, hold on, stay right there.
Oh no, don't do it, Baba. You gotta do it.
Before we open up.
Where my fan?
Before we open up, there's something that we stand strong on this house. And Isaac, you had did something last night that we jumped on. Isaac, let me know that you're still with me, brother. My Brooklyn brother. You're going to hold up for a second. Hold on. What's that? You don't need no fan. Isaac, you have recommended this show to us. What was it called again?
Wild Witch.
Wild Witch. And you had said to us, brother Isaac, you still with us? Brother Isaac. Yes, I'll share. All right, brother Isaac. We tried to watch this show. We would love to pass this show down on to other people. You can't compare this show to Lovecraft Country.
You can't. We don't know what moments you were in.
We were there with you last night after we had got off. We said, all right, brother Isaac recommended us a good show because we don't know what to go to after watching Lovecraft Country. Shouting that show out a lot. But this show that you told us about, I don't even want to say the title because I don't want people to go out there and try to watch it and see this is what the house confirmation ends up. No, we ain't watched this.
No. Lafayette
family. Listen, okay, we love you, Isaac. We love you, brother. But you're going to have to come with a better movie. At this point, start with Friday for me. That's the only way
you're putting you back to Friday.
Yeah, you're going to have, if you're going to give me any suggestion, go with Friday, Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
Stuff that I know is concrete. Until you were able to draft out there some movies that we ain't seen yet, you wanted to try out first and shows you wanted to try out first. I don't know about that one.
Why? You may ask why in your head, brother Isaac. It's not that we don't watch witch movies. You know, we actually recommend people to watch Always a Witch. Okay, first season especially. Second season we really wasn't too fun of, but first season of Always a Witch did a beautiful job. Okay. Nowhere near the same. Thank you. So you must have seen it too. So Wild Witch, the only issue we have with that was it was so watered down. It was so babyish. It couldn't connect, couldn't feel them. Sorry ass actors. Baba kept saying the whole time, why they sound so dry?
Hey,
why they sound so tired?
The lady said wild 15 times within a paragraph. I couldn't take it.
I should have pulled out the camera. This would have been great camera footage because thank y'all so much. I should have pulled the camera out on Baba because she was teaching a little girl something. She was training the wild witches. And she said wild like 14 times straight, describing things.
The last time.
And then Baba said, if she say wild one more time, and she said it,
she
Baba,
said, this is your wild friend. Your wild friend. That's it. That's enough of this.
She was like, you're going to need your wild shoes to go out into the wild forest for the wild animals and the wild plants. And as a wild witch, you're going to love having wild friends. That was it. Baba turned the TV off.
I can do it.
That's how we ended off with Wild Witch. So
let me give you one more chance, Isaac. You're going to come. You please. I'm not praying for anyone to find me a good show to watch after Lovecraft Country.
She said it was probably filmed in a lower budget. No, we've seen some lower budget movies.
I grew up on Master P movies. You can't tell me a low budget movie when I done seen low budget movies. Okay, I don't see no budget. This wasn't even that.
We're talking about effort. We're not talking about quality. Okay, we're talking about, it sounded like they took somebody else's storyline, like they was really talking about melanated people, and they went out there and tried to act like it really fit them and how they were living.
Witches and the wildcats and the cat pimp slapped this little girl. They said get scratched. We saw
a pimp slap. Talking about that was her guardian. No, we're not recommending y'all get out here and be pimp slapped.
Never said go find a black cat and get slapped by it. Follow that cat.
No, they preaching stuff we don't preach. That shit is pretty wild. But
it's wild.
But we deal with nature, so it's not like we don't agree with what they're saying. It's just that it did feel genuine, it didn't feel authentic, it didn't feel like they knew what the fuck they was talking about. It felt like they was trying to make a mockery of our gifts. You understand? It's like they was trying to make it in a fun and cute way what we went through. When you got movies like with Harriet Tubman showing y'all it ain't easy having these gifts. She was falling out to talk to the Most High. Thank God we got tarot cards and stuff, but she was hitting the ground every time he had a message for her. Always a witch. She went through some shit. She got burnt. She actually got burnt and went to another lifetime. Okay? Lovecraft Country. That movie alone, that show alone, is Lovecraft Country on Netflix. It's actually on HBO.
We found it on HBO. We went to Amazon, and we got the HBO and the Stars and the Cinemax that you got to pay for. Yes. But there's a free trial. Yes. So if you don't have the HBO on your Amazon, for those who have the Amazon, I don't know where else you can find it, but the Amazon, if you have Amazon, what is it? Amazon Prime, then if you don't know, you also have movies. It's called Amazon Videos. Go to Amazon Videos, type in Lovecraft Country. Gonna show you a little tab where you can get 7-day free trial HBO. Put your little card in if you gotta use a card that you're not using no more. That's what we do if you have to do that, okay? I'm just saying, these are not people who grew up in the era of get 90 days free trial AOL. I know y'all know how to do this. Get your 7 days. It's 10 episodes. Not gonna take the full 7 days. Cancel it if you don't want to pay for the subscription. But get this show into your memory bank so that you'll understand exactly what the House of Confirmations speak on. When we speak on voodoo and we speak on the Bible. It's 7-day free trial. You can do this. It's not that hard. Just coach my mother through it.
We're not guys. We don't use the term guys in the house. But the information, as you see for card pulls, is pinned up on the screen. Right there in the red and white, you will see information for card pulls. But we're not guys. I'm not a man. My husband's not gay.
We know Bati boy.
I was born with all women parts. So no guys over here. And look at all these beautiful goddesses tuning in.
Beautiful goddesses tuning in. No guys. Probably got one or two my brothers tuning in right now.
So for people who feel like they don't know what else to use besides the word guys, you could say you all. Instead of hey guys, hey you all.
You both.
Hey, you both,
But that's the way the Matrix taught us.
No need to apologize. We're just informing of what words, how we use words and don't know what they mean. People call people guys and not even trying to realize is that a girl they're talking to.
Right. I mean, women alone will go into a room full of other women. Hey, guys. We have witnessed this, family. We can't continue this.
So we're asking for our people to not be on so much autopilot that you're just using terms and don't know why. You're just saying hello because you feel like that's how everybody greet. Y'all, yeah. Both of y'all. Hey, you all. Hey, y'all. Yeah, I use that. Bobby be hearing me use some terms over here, and he like, where did that come from? Because when I go back to Atlanta, it taps that in how I used to. Y'all, listen, I did not want to scare Baba off. When I met Baba, I already had like 10 mug shots and like warrants and shit. So the outfit I had on, I was like, okay. I didn't want him to think I was like just some hood chick by the way I was talking. So I always spoke, like this until he be catching me in my mode and he be like, what? Where you get that from?
Because I'm a Brooklyn boy. It's different. It's different up north. We say, what up, son? What up, ma? There's a distinction, So down south is I don't know.
We do what up food or hey sir, bruh, bottom, my panem,
and
my phonem. What's up, fo? I definitely had that problem with my. You know what? Yes, facts, Baba.
you know Brooklyn boy, you know how we get down.
So, you know what?
Okay.
You go over there, Melissa. You got put in the corner tonight, okay? The corner
Already,
pew.
you just got in.
But yeah,
she just walked by and go, "Yeah." That what just happened? Tell me.
She said, yes, my husband lived in Brooklyn too, so I know. No, we used to get, me used to get it too, because some of the things Bobby used to say, I'd be like, wait a minute. I'm not short. I'm not your son. And then he had to break down everything. So we got to understand it.
Understand it. For all of y'all who don't understand, I'm going to say it right now. I know we're still waiting to get into prayers. Family, once again, information is on the screen. It is Carpool Monday for everyone that is asking. We're waiting for Marcus to come on in, who already booked for his carpool yesterday.
Right.
He was already ahead of the game.
I say.
Now, I want to go ahead and speak on us up northerners, because I know I'm just now realizing that there is a beef between down southerners and up northerners. I did not understand and realize, so of course I found my Georgia peach.
Southern bread.
Now, Alafia Ife Layo.
Alafia, y'all. Don't mean to cut the Baba off, but shout out to Ife Layo. Make sure y'all go listen to her album, Shadow Work. We loved it. We listened to it.
Can you please inbox us? We didn't know that you was doing this, okay? This whole time you was coming in. I'm like, this Ife Layo?
We have a whole celebrity in here viewing us, acting like regular people every night, tuning in. All of us are celebrities, y'all. Just kidding.
But this one right here, beautiful music. Y'all make sure y'all check out Ife Layo. Make sure you drop your link.
I say.
Now, it's a misconstruction that the Southerners is hating on us up Northerners when we return back down south. Y'all can't be like that. This is to all of y'all down south, okay? I'm letting y'all know. We were the ones who made the way up north for y'all. We were the ones who walked with Harriet. For those who love the Harriet story, she left the south too. Her family eventually came back down south to get the rest of the family. And y'all stop thinking it was 400 or 500 years ago.
That was like 150
It wasn't
years ago?
that long ago we just moved up north. I just had to remind my baby that my parents, my father, my grandfather, my grandmother, they moved from West Mississippi up to New York, escaping white men trying to hang my Uncle Tan. So this wasn't too long ago when we just migrated up north. So y'all please, when we come back down south, can y'all please just welcome us back home? We are still family, y'all.
I say.
We were just the ones up there trying to escape the madness down south, which y'all still dealing with. There is still what were you talking about? The top of towns?
There's still sundown towns.
Sundown towns.
Even in Georgia, there's towns that you don't need to get caught in after sundown. There's hospitals that still won't see you. There's restaurants that still won't see you. In Georgia today, I'm born and raised in Georgia, so I'm not going off of stories I heard. I'm going off of actual interactions that I dealt with and thought that I was going to get a cry out. I thought I was going to get a police pull up, a news channel, and motherfuckers was going to be like, why the fuck you go over there? Who told you go over there? Anybody tell you go to the hospital? I'm like, wow. So this is still alive, and I'm 26.
For all my up north people, I need y'all to hear this because we never heard of this before.
Oh, here too. Where are you at, Nicole? Because everybody worrying about who the fuck to vote for, but why the fuck y'all ain't burnt down these sundown towns? I'm looking at the rest of my people like, I don't want to hear about Nan Gang. I don't give a fuck who crippin', who blooded. We still got cities we can't drive into, and y'all still shooting each other, robbing each other. It's motherfuckers that won't even serve you food, and you big and bad because you bully your own hood members. Oh no, I look at a lot of people different because I thought I was gonna have a gang of people be like, hell yeah, let's go, let's fuck this shit up. They look like, bitch, why you out there? We'll see you when you get back over here. I cried in that hospital for 4 hours. Had to wait for my ex to get off of work to come pick me up. I'm in a hospital. Ambulance done dropped me off in the bed. I still got IVs and shit hooked up for me from the ambulance people. Just dropping me off from the ambulance. I'm sitting in the lobby room. The people ignoring me. They speaking to every white person and not being racist right now. Just telling a true story that happened to me 4 years ago at the age of 22. This didn't happen in the 90s. This was in the 2000s. Obama was fucking president when this happened. Okay, yeah, y'all had a half black president at this time, and I'm sitting in a hospital. I'm fainted at work, work a 12-hour shift, 7 days a week, 3 months straight. Now I'm passed out from drinking two energy drinks at one time. I wake up in the ambulance. I didn't give nobody permission to take me to the ambulance. I don't know what's going on. I'm waking up from drinking the glucose stuff out the little thing that look like toothpaste. So they roll me in, put this a clipboard on the bed I'm in, and walks the fuck out. About 30 minutes go past. So I lean up on the bed to say, excuse me, is anybody checking me in? Y'all gonna do vitals? Y'all gonna roll me back to the back? I didn't hear not one word. Everybody walked past me like I wasn't even speaking. I said, okay, cool. The lobby is empty. I said, somebody finna come roll me back. 15 more minutes went by. I said, okay, I'm going to get up out this bed. I gets up with the thing still in there and everything. And I walk up to the desk. She literally looks at the Caucasian woman behind me, and her daughter looks over me while I'm talking and said, you could come right this way, ma'am. We'll help you. And another nurse comes out and escort them back to the room. So I'm like, I know this ain't what's going on. I just woke up. That's all. I'm dehydrated. I'm tripping. These people hear me. I don't have enough fluids in my body. Okay. So I said, ma'am, you don't hear me talking to you? She walks off from the little desk corsage thing and walks the fuck away. Now more people are coming in the lobby. I said, okay, they're not going to do this to me in front of other people. No, they not. Tell me why they went and seen every person that came in that lobby and brought them back. I sat and watched for at least 2 more hours. So now we're on hour 3. I'm finally calling family members. I'm like, okay, I think somebody needs to come get me because I'm literally sitting here. Because somebody called a man on channel 2 that goes around to bad businesses and talk bad. I'm like, can y'all do something? I really need real help right now. I kind of feel powerless. So they're like, where you at? I was like, okay, I'm at like Peachtree Piedmont Hospital. They was like, what you doing out there? Like, excuse me? What am I doing out here? No, first of all, I'm in a hospital. Whatever hospital I'm in, you need to be coming to check on me. I'm your family. I'm your blood. Okay. And 2, what you mean? What am I doing out here? My job was close to out here. Okay. And the ambulance brought me because this was the closest place to my job. Well, we'll call you back when we get off work. So I'm like, wow. No one looks at this as a big deal. No one heart was broken. No one was crying for me. I was the only one frustrated. I called around. So my ex had to get off from work and come pick me up from work. Don't understand it. And yes, the job I was at, the managers was racist. They got fired for calling us N-words. They got fired for talking about us on Facebook, calling us some N-words. So this happened in my lifetime. This is not no story I'm giving y'all from my grandma, and y'all still on the motherfucking internet talking about go vote. That has not changed shit for us. I voted for Obama in college. That did help me get seen in the hospital, and I had insurance. I was working. I was paying for my insurance monthly. Did we even get to that part? No. No, we didn't even get that far. I had to take the damn shit off my fucking self.
So, while we still got things like sundown towns, which is a town where if you call outside, it's no good.
They can hang you, do whatever.
Those towns still exist downtown, family. For those who are still in the South and still dealing with it, us up northerners don't know. We left it. We thought it changed. Coming back down, we're saying, oh my God, this is still happening like it was thousands of years ago. Y'all like, no, what y'all talking about? This shit never stopped.
No, that shit ain't stopped. They sold our people fake freedom, thinking if they could put on a business suit and they could go work for somebody and they could go vote, that we're free. No. No. We're not free until we're able to claim our people land way before Christopher Columbus came over here. That's when we're free. When they're able to let us freely go to every landmark that we knew our people lived on before those people came over here, that's when we're free. Yep, that's true. We just trying to let people know that it's a big facade. It's like a mirage in the desert. Like the shit they show in the politics, none of that has ever helped our communities. None of that has ever stopped gentrification. I mean,
Yeah, and Pamela, you know we love you. We've been put you on potato salad and fried fish, but like people like Melissa just said, they didn't know. I didn't know that these is still going on. Sundown towns, but they will hang you if you are caught out. They will shoot you down if you are caught outside if the sun is down.
only if you are our color, not if you're the other color. Yes, they're still lynching people. Have y'all heard about the people that was hung last year? Or what about 2 years ago in Georgia downtown, Centennial Olympic Park, and they ruled it suicide? Y'all remember that? These are stories that's not going to blow up bigger than Trump versus Biden. That's what we're trying to tell y'all. They're playing narratives for you all to follow. We all live in the same country and don't know that Southerners rethinking everybody like this. Y'all don't even know this going on. Now, how crazy is that we all on Facebook? We all sharing the same memes, the same stories. How the hell y'all don't know that we still can't eat at certain restaurants? We not you don't see us on Facebook talking about this shit because we didn't know that it stopped in some places. We thinking it's normal. And y'all not talking about it because y'all have no idea it's going on. But what we are talking about, politics, what cop done shot who. I'm starting to think they pay actors at this
Well, we
point.
marching. Y'all tearing up all these buildings, but these buildings and cities still standing. Cray, right? But your hoods are getting torn up. Cray. Y'all ready to get into these prayers? Ooh. Yeah, family. We gotta continue to stay woke. Don't be trying to fall asleep because you had a nice little year of awakening.
And I know I wasn't mad at the white folks for not seeing me in that hospital. I was upset with my community because ain't nobody beat the fuck out they ass and burnt this hospital down yet. That's where I was upset
It's a
about.
whole nother level. Ami tutu ona tutu ilé tutu egungun tutu audition. Oludemai Mojuba. Bogboy Kula was Tembala say, Oludemai Mojuba Ibarastrom. Mojuba got the name by Ibarastrom. Mojuba Megon Ibarastrom. Mojuba Babalaku Ibarastrom. Mojuba Egon Ye Ibarastrom. Mojuba Oyar Sinte Begungu Baba Baye. Mojuba Ogundola Mojuba Ulushek Mojuba Gram Mojuba Goda Mojuba Ajibola Mojuba Kiwumi. Kikamashi also edit Ulushek on Kikamashi Chipalagba of Uritinji, Kikamashi Aba the Magic Bay of Uritinji. Ire Lafe, Ire Ayo Ire War, Cosico Costi Focus Wahala, Costi Transition, Costi Formidable, Costi Witchcraft, Costi Bullable, Costi anything that couldn't get our destiny. I share, do find your name, we price shall it be, right, I share.
Okay, so we have Marcus who just messaged. We send much strength to him. For those who did not know, Marcus Robinson is a police officer for the Fulton County Police Department. He is at work on the clock. He just let us know, so he will not be able to tune in and get his card pulled tonight. So we send him much strength. So all those people who put their lives out there, Ogunye,
Ogumo, yeah, share,
Ogumoye,
do play Baba.
I share the way.
I share.
Miss Carolyn, we got your $15 for a card pull. So sis Marcus would be moved to wow. Okay. But since we have Marcus that'll be moved, can we keep it up there for 9 slots left?
Okay.
So we still have 9 slots left since Marcus Carpool will be moved. We have Miss Carolyn Carter. Miss Carolyn, is this your first time getting a reading with us?
And I believe someone just went to the mailbox and found their package.
Really? Oh yeah, y'all be rating, y'all be forgetting to check.
I know you're excited over there. It's okay. We got you. Hit us in the inbox. If not tonight, in the new day. Don't put anything on yet. Just wait till you hit us up in the inbox. Akushe, we're proud of you.
Ashe.
Yeah, I believe this is the first time in here. This is the first time, Miss Carolyn.
All right. All right, Miss Carolyn. Y'all know it's like having the visitors in the church, the first time. We want to welcome first timers in the house. All the first timers go ahead and speak.
Alafia.
Ushers hand them a pamphlet. Mothers make sure that they got a fan, one of the new fans. Okay.
Yeah, don't be using those old Martin Luther King Jr. fans for the newcomers in here. Alafia, Ekabo. Welcome on into the House of Confirmations. I am Oyeyemi, ancestral priest, initiated over 21 years.
I'm Omintola. I'm a diviner, healer, and reader, and we are the House of Confirmations. Ekabo. Welcome to Carpool Mondays, where we offer card pulls for $15 on Mondays and Thursdays. They used to be every day, but we became so blessed, booked, and highly favored that we are now only able to, and families still know we do not do card pulling on every Monday and Thursday.
We try to, sir.
We are trying. And because you are a newbie in our house, we are choosing a deck to read you from. After this reading, you'll be able to choose your own deck, okay?
I said you will be hearing from the Orisha deck. Get into your business a little bit. If you can, leave your full maiden first and last name and your birthday. After this, you will be able to bump yourself over to the love deck or to the messengers over here. Boom, got the love deck right there. Got the messengers right there, family.
So after this reading, you'll be able to choose which deck you want to get your messages from. And family, do remember we have private readings in the inbox. Baba is doing $50 off ancestral readings because we are in that portal. Make sure you take advantage of that. $25 off at Gungun Dolls, Ancestor Dolls, and $40 off at Gungun Baths, Ancestor Baths. Very important for this time of season, family.
I'll show. Make sure y'all jump on that while the portals are thin. We have to remember this holiday is not just about going to people's houses as ghouls and goblins and sluts and zombies and getting candy. I'm sorry, did I say sluts? And sluts. That is not this time, family. Your ancestors was not sluts. They was not whores. They was not having to find a way to be the most sluttiest Egyptian queen ever because you got your titties out. So now I'm an Egyptian goddess. No, that was not your ancestors.
Shit.
I don't know who y'all mimicking trying to be, but them is not them. During this time, during these portals, you ought to mimic your ancestors because that's your bloodline. For those who out there want to be the ghouls and goblins, and I'm sorry for, the whores, don't do it. I'm telling this to all the lovely goddesses out there. Be a lovely queen like your foremothers and forefathers. We know some of y'all still want to dress up. We know you do. We know your children still going to want to dress up. We know they do. We're not letting you know that Halloween is a bad holiday. It is how you represent your ancestors. Make sure they look like grandpa, grandma, great-grandpa, great-grandma, your great ancestors. Let them look like something of your bloodline. Don't be out there trying to look like ghouls, goblins, sluts, whores, naked witches. That's not sexy.
Well, because y'all know who I was last year for Halloween, well, the Day of the Dead. I was Badasuma Elizabeth Ann, a chief, a Gungun priestess, and an Oshun priestess. So yes, that's who I dressed up as. and it felt wonderful.
I found this on Amazon.
Ma'am.
I'm about to ask you for anything on Amazon. We're not even on Amazon.
That's why you don't hear many people in our community speak bad about Halloween, because they secretly love the fact that they can enjoy a very sluttish and can't nobody say nothing. You got mothers with a whole one piece on, a whole one piece, everything out in heels, walking their children door to door. Talking about they taking the children trick or treating.
Taking pictures.
They a cat with a cat tail.
Yeah. But your ass out. No.
You done called the law on your nigga because he was beating you and he in jail, but you want to dress up like a sexy cop for the Halloween party. Stop it. Y'all don't know how y'all look out there. Oh, I guess I got me a costume. Is that really what it's about? Able to look as Carolyn Carter. What's your full birthday, love? Did she send that already?
No. Miss Caroline.
Caroline.
What's your full birthday? You're about to get your life path number. And we pray that you have a head wrap on and you have something to write down your reading so that you will remember it.
Clink
scale.
Clink scale.
Clink scale? Let us know.
I got Aquarius in the house.
And an 86 baby on a dot. All right.
I was born the 21st. Shout out to you, Aquarius sister. We got cards coming for you. A lot of messages coming from you. Five. You got number two.
I got 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 8, 9, 18, 17, 8, 6, 14, 5.
Okay. Yeah, you said 8, 6, 14.
8 plus 6 equals 14.
Yeah, you're right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9,
Boom.
Ashe, clink scale.
Yeah, we got that name.
Because you have to break down words into syllables. Remember, we used to do the syllables in
exactly
elementary
what I
school.
did. I broke that into 2 words.
Scale.
And it's crazy because you don't really see clink. You just hear it. You don't really see it spelled it. So when you see it, it throws you like, whoa.
I did say clink.
No, I'm saying you don't really see clink.
Oh yeah, you don't know clink spelled as a word.
You just
That's
only
true.
hear it.
You only hear that word.
Someone
before.
just says clink.
You've heard clink, but you've never. All right. House of Confirmations.
All right, life path number 5. Ow! Give it up for the life path number 5s out there. Make sure you remember. Write down your life path. Number 5. You are in the midst of traveling. You probably lived in a few houses. You probably had quite a few experiences, quite a few chapters in your life already. That is a number 5. A number 5 is not to burn bridges. As we are always traveling, you may have to cross that bridge again. As a number 5, we need stability. We always work on making sure we have a stable foundation so that when we do travel, we're able to go home. Number 5 is in the intermediate scale of 1 and 9. So we are somewhat of a rest period, but do not find this time picking up karma debts as you are enjoying life. Finding out, going around. Number 5 are also good people person. We're good with groups of people. You're supposed to be, enjoying and teaching people. We are the party people. We go into the party and, it lively up. That's normally a number 5. Don't stay stagnated. Change up the scenery of your home if you find yourself sitting down too long.
Absolutely. Do play number 5.
Number 5 over here myself.
For giving
Where
a
my number
great
5s at?
explanation of
I
number
know my 5s
5.
is out there.
Ashe. Life path number 5s have reincarnated a minimum of 5 lifetimes. Hopefully you understand reincarnation. This is not your first time here. This is the minimum of your 5th time here. And during this life cycle, as Baba stated, you are the traveler, vacations, okay, moving. Probably lived in many different places. Don't feel bad if you lived in many different places. That is a good thing. That means you are on your destiny. Number 5s will learn their lessons throughout life by traveling. There's many different treasure pieces that you have to pick up from many different places that you go to. Okay, so you have to, number 5s have to learn balance of having foundation. Even though you're travelers, you always have to have a home base. So you would never want to burn any bridges, because any place that you go to, you want to be able to call it your home. Number 5s are comfortable wherever they go. You don't want to have any bad blood anywhere. I feel like you can't travel freely and comfortably, or you can't travel back a bridge that you need and didn't think and have burnt it. So as travelers, learning how to pick up what you need for your journey, and like Baba stated, do not create karma debt, because you're supposed to be having a fun time. Out of all the lifetimes, number 5 is the life cycle to have fun. So for you number 3s out there, know that hey, number 5 is when it's that lifestyle where you're just supposed to be vacationing it and living it up. Okay, for those who didn't know, life path number 4, you should be already understand what it feels like to have a house with a picket fence, children, job,
Right.
career,
That's what makes you
retirement
happy.
money. Okay, number 4s want to have all of that going good together. Okay, number 3 is just trying to balance dealing with family shit and how do you live for yourself and still be there for family and not be called fake. Yeah. So very informative. Please research life path number 5 on your own. Ooh, look at them number 1s in the house. And it's always number 1s that's kind of older. We got one young number 1.
I know, right?
She got a young one. All right, we're about to get into this card pull with the Orisha Tarot for you all. And for those who are readers yourself, the Tarot of the Orishas was created by Zorak Durkhan, who is a Santerian priest. Okay, a Santerian, I believe, Shango and Oya priest.
You think you're showing that screen? You want through the green screen?
Okay. Can y'all see over here? They have been reading this deck for over 2 years. This is the second one we've bought. Okay. And we love this deck.
That's right.
Papa Legba Eshuo, we come to you on behalf of Carolyn Clickscale. Carolyn Clinkscale. Carolyn Clinkscale. We ask for great messages on behalf of Carolyn Clinkscale. Do not block us. Do not trick us. Lay our messages, lay our blessings. Ashe.
Ashe. You ready?
Ashe. Irayo. Great ancestors, we come to you on behalf of Carolyn Clinksdale. We ask for great messages on behalf of Carolyn Clinksdale. Issue la voye, issue bien, issue daughter. We come to you on behalf of Denningbell. We come to you on behalf of Carolyn Clinksdale. We ask for great messages on behalf of Carolyn Clinksdale. Ella Damari, come to you on behalf of Carolyn Clinksdale. We ask for great messages on behalf of Carolyn Clinksdale. Ashe. They really speak of she's gonna have to not allow her emotions to get the best of her where she doesn't feel like doing anything anymore. Okay. The guardian angel came from you and it came in a sofa. Speaking of knowing, they want you to know when you're being guided. Know when you are being led. They don't want you to fight against the flow. They don't want you to fight against the things that are coming along on your journey and that are coming to your reach. They want to let you know that these are your ancestors working. These are your guardians, your guides leading you and guiding you. the prayers that you pray, the questions that you ask the universe. They said they're bringing you these answers. They're showing you the signs, but you're fighting, you're battling. And you may be battling because you may not be focused on the answer after you ask. You may not be focused on how it come after you put it out there in the universe. So you may not still be, ready to listen from spirit after you have poured out your heart and spoke the spirit. So they want you to be in alignment. They want you to be in alignment and know when to receive after you have spoken, after you have cried out, after you have prayed. Be ready for the answer. Be ready to get what you prayed for, whether you was in your emotions, whether you just thought you needed it in a moment, realized you really didn't. Please be careful what you speak of and what you're asking the universe, especially when you are in your emotions, because your angels say that you're not following them. You're not following the guidance that they do give you. So you won't be so frustrated. So you won't be so flustered.
I'll say. We have problems understanding when spirit speaks to us. We have this thing in our head that we believe spirit is going to speak to us with the same type of voice that we speak with. And spirits and your ancestors, your egg wounds, they're going to speak to you with things around you. They want you to pay more attention to that. They're giving you signs and things around you, but you're not picking up on those signs. You're waiting too late to pick up on those signs, which have you falling into, okay, now I got to deal with this. Now I got to deal with that. That's why they're giving you these signs. They want you to pay more attention to your surroundings, pay more attention to the things that other people don't get. You saw it, but no one else saw it. Pay attention to that. Don't let it fly so by through your head.
Yes, you need a deeper connection with your ancestors. Do you have an ancestor shrine up? Yeah, they said that when you do ask the universe for something, you think the answer might come in that moment. And if 10 minutes went by, you already don't know what you're supposed to do. Not knowing that 3 days later, they're showing you exactly what you need. But you think that's going against what you want to do. You have to follow spirit, intuition. You have to know that you are leaning on the universe and other creations within this universe for you to have access to as energy sources, okay, as vibration fields. There's fields of vibration. So, like if you're calling on prosperity, your area may be bound now with a lot of depression. There may be a lot of people in your area that live in your neighborhood that's going through things, that's going through battles. And prosperity may actually be 3 blocks over, sitting just hovering all around in that area because they cool over there. They're peaceful. They don't really vibrate or low vibrations. It's a cleaner area, cleaner neighborhood. So now you're calling on prosperity, and ancestors need you to go pick something up from over there that day. And little do you know, you're going to tap into that energy and you're going to be sparked with ideas. Things are going to open up. People that owe you money are just going to start calling back, trying to hit you back. But you're getting so caught up in bullshit that happened in that neighborhood all day and think that it's going to be taking you out your way to go over there. You ain't got time for anybody giving you gas money for it. Now it's just a whole big up mess. The whole time ancestors was just trying to lead you over that way to pick up some energy that you could tap into because the area you in ain't got no good filter energy. Does that make sense? Sometimes we don't look that deep into what our spirits are guiding us. We have to understand they're looking at this realm from a different altitude, from a higher altitude. We're seeing from our vision, from what just we can see from our angle down here. Okay? So that's why the Bible, for you Bible bashers out there, but want to be voodoo queen, but don't know what the Bible said. That's why the Bible said, don't walk by sight, walk by faith.
Lean not on thy own understandings. When spirit guides us, probably not going to be the same thing that we were thinking, or else we wouldn't need the guidance. Let that sink in, family. For those who are still trying to do it their own way and get frustrated when spirit is trying to guide you another way, they're guiding you. They don't have no other job but to guide you where you're supposed to be. So for us not to pick up on the signs is quite aggravating of the spirits, because then they have to repeat themselves. If you know anything about the house of confirmations, we let you all know spirit does not like to repeat themselves. Your ancestors, Miss Clinkscale, they want you to pay more attention and have understanding of why you're going down this route rather than battling and fighting. Child of Israel, one who wrestles against God.
Do you have any questions for your card for love?
You got to start being more deeper. Stop being so surfacey.
Not every answer is just black and white. We do
Mm-mm.
have other colors of the spectrum. And then, do y'all know there's colors that we haven't even seen?
Whew.
I heard that out of a demon mouth itself. Someone I know to call up a demon. The demon said, "What the hell is this?" They want to go back. They said, "Y'all don't even have all the true colors." I was like, "Wait a minute, bitch. Hold on. Don't start making me jealous of where you came from. What you mean we don't have all the true colors?" Then they start talking about our trees. They're saying we ain't got no real trees. I was started getting real scared for me. I said, "Hold on. How you gonna come to our room and talk shit and you was summoned to do something?" They didn't even want to do it. They said, "No, this is not the energy." Demons didn't even want to work with this shit. That should let y'all know something. So when we're calling on spirit, they may know something.
Mm-hmm. All these metals they got spraying in the air is reflecting a lot and deflecting a whole lot more than we're supposed to be getting. You have any questions, Carolyn?
I share a different.
I say, I say now. Next time you come in, I want to see you get a full reading in the inbox, so that we can see exactly what these messages that your ancestors been trying to give you. Because as far as we know, they've been giving you messages you ain't been listening to. Go ahead and get the full spread and go ahead and get the whole ordeal, what they've been trying to speak to you. And also, family, don't forget ancestral readings are on sale. Normally $150 up until the portals are closed, which is at the end of this month, the last full moon of this month. That's when they'll be going back to regular prices. So please take advantage of getting your ancestral readings, family. They are so dope. I love them.
Absolutely. Um, Ancestries bring up a lot of things that you don't know, not just things you already know and you're getting confirmed. You get a lot of things that you don't know that confirm other things that has happened. It's like, okay, now I know why that. Now I know why I'm like this. Now I know, okay, I actually get that from this side, not that side. Ancestry readings are so amazing.
And a lot more accurate than Ancestry.com.
100% more accurate. Definitely.
Got millions of people spitting in the tube telling they all from over there. All of us from over there. Bananas! I ain't found out one person who said my ancestors actually come from here. Not one Ancestry.com.
Now, why not one person? Now, why would nobody be from over here?
Nobody.
You think they would have those them slave ships as artifacts like they got everything else?
They got Pocahontas still. How you tell me that you ain't got the slave ships, but Pocahontas came before the slave ships?
They got Cape Canaveral over there on the west coast of Africa where they had the slave post.
Mm.
So you got the slave post, but no ships.
We actually found Noah's Ark. Not lying. You can Google it.
They found
Where is Noah's Ark? But we ain't got no slave boats to be found.
Do you think they would have stayed at least one if that's how they was able to build off their economy was off the back of slaves? Why they can't show y'all no pictures of the slaves? Because they came off the boats. Remember, family? Remember the Native Americans seen the white man, the pale man, they would say, coming off the boats. Y'all remember the first group of them that came over here and died? And then the second group of them that came over here and they had to do what? Be pilgrims, Quakers, all this stuff. Those were high fashion words, indentured servants were high fashion words for slaves. They didn't own no land over here to come over here and start setting up shop and say, okay, we're a city commissioner over here. Natives. We're not talking about pale people with long hair either that just grabbed a whole bunch of feathers. We're talking about indigenous people had already set up civilizations over here. They had to mingle in, marry.
And native indigenous people are very territorial. If y'all ain't watch Apocalypto, we are serious about our land. You mean to tell me they was able to teach us that these pilgrims came over here and they grew some food and we had some food and we came together to have Thanksgiving together to show how we taught them how to grow.
Now we're walking to all of us gonna walk to a whole nother state.
Now we walking, now we marching.
For those who didn't know, a lot of the Native Americans had to sign on paper that they were either black or slaves in order to stay on their own family land, their own land where their own ancestors was buried on. If they did not want to move, if they did not want to be relocated, they had to sign on paper that they was either black or slaves. To marry, for people to marry outside their nationality, they had to go into slavery. So yes, you had a lot of Caucasians that went into slavery because they was in love with natives or indigenous or Africans that did come over. We're not saying no Africans came over. We're just letting y'all know it wasn't 5 million. We're not saying that they didn't bring no slaves over because we have to understand what was slaves. If you watched Apocalypto, you seen that the natives had slaves.
Everybody has
over there in China. They had slaves. If you wasn't a warrior, and you going to jail, you finna work that time off. Who watched Spartacus? Even the Romans had slaves. The British, who watching these warrior movies, they treated their people like shit. Now, do we see why they got the fuck from Britain? Remember the first time? Y'all don't remember Titanic? Y'all don't remember how many boats they done got on to try to go to new worlds? Don't think they was just traveling and had money. These people was poor, sick, diseased. These people was able to get off a boat and kill people because they were so nasty and diseased and give other people diseases that they was immune to. These people was walking bio warfare. And you think they really came in and just started shooting everybody down and took over land? No, they had to come in humble. They had to be taught how to grow crops, how to grow food. They had to be taught how to farm. They had to be shown the land. They couldn't come over here and go straight to war. They didn't even know the land. Did y'all not learn about guerrilla warfare? How was they gonna come to a whole nother land they ain't never been before and then win a war? No, they had to become a part. They had to live with these people for a while. They start marrying these chiefs' daughters. Okay, they start getting these natives drunk. Then start smuggling them with chicken pox. They planned this out, premeditated takeover. And then this is the terrible part. That's not even the terrible part. The terrible part is they've been lying to us about how long ago it happened. They got us somehow thinking Native Americans lived thousands and thousands of years before Africans came over off the boat. Why does it seem like two different time periods?
I even throw in another monkey wrench. Well, let's take out the monkey wrench. I don't want to throw in no monkey wrench. Because here's the thing. You completely have different mind views when you hear Native American slaves. You don't put those two together. For some of you out there, it's hard for you to put Native Americans, Hebrews together. It's hard for you to fathom that. It's hard for you to fathom that the same Native Americans that we know, the Indians today, us, were the same ones in the same servitude position in the first captivity, Egypt, Kemet. Your same Native American brothers, your same people, you. So when we speak about the endurance of the human spirit, I would like to actually say the endurance of the chosen children of Israel spirit. For the ones who've been in captivity 7 times, excuse me, not over, Kosi. Been through captivity 7 times. Egypt, Persia, Assyria, Greece, Babylon, Rome. think I said it. Did I say it serious? Another one. Oh yeah, and then this new one, British. That's the seventh. This is the seventh one that we're coming out of.
The Daughter of Babylon.
The Daughter of Babylon. So definitely, we're looking at the strength of the chosen children spirit. How we cannot be broken. Everybody has done slavery before.
Everyone.
That's called 7 years of working. Who out here was just given a free house? And who's out here working for it? Now, once upon a time, you only had to work 7 years. I believe some of y'all are working 40, 45, 55, 60 years. That's different.
It's still servitude.
The servitude we had our people going through wasn't harsh. So when those reading the Bible say, oh, I don't like the Bible because they said slavery is okay. Yes.
We had slaves. We were warriors. Did y'all forget when we was queens? Everybody calling themselves queens and kings. Well, did y'all not see kings and queens have servants? Maids?
You're thinking monsters. You're thinking horrible people raping and pillaging and whipping and hanging. No.
They said, obey your earthly masters, the kings, the ones ruling, the emperors, the empresses.
Knowing who we are as a people is so important. For those who are wondering why we're banging on Lovecraft Country so much, because it speaks on it so highly. And it was just created. And we've been speaking on this together now for 2 years, way before Lovecraft Country. We're telling you who you are as a people in the Bible. If you have not been able to put that together, once again, for those who are newly watching, if you have not been able to understand that you are the people of this biblical textbook right here, the Holy Scriptures, a collection of books, what it means to be holy, then you have to truly understand your studies and find your true awakening. Because do understand that 2/3 won't get it. So if you're sitting there like, I don't get it, you know what side you're on. For those who are like, oh shit, I ain't never heard this before, but this is so correct. You may be of the 1/3. Then we got 144,000 priests guiding the 1/3. That's a specific number. Just like our specific number of captivity, just like the specific number of 400 years of captivity we was going to go into, everything's been quite specific with the Most High in the biblical text. So surely if we have done 1619 to 2019, 400 years, what period are we in now? The period of our awakening to get the hell up out of this captivity and never to return. So we are learning who we are as a people, what we are able to do as a people, and what they hid from us for so long as a people. As we were speaking earlier about the day, what's the town, what's the town's called again? The sundown times. Towns. Thank you. The sundown towns. We as a people got to stand up collectively and say no more. We are out of captivity. That doesn't need to be around if we are done our 400 years of captivity and you are now supposed to be claiming your land back now. You are the true Native Americans. That's why they have a census every 4 years to find out if you woke up yet. It's your job, it's your mission to wake up, to realize who you are, where your land is, how they tricked you. 400 years have passed. Only 1/3 of us is going to wake up. We got to all, I know, tuning in now. I know we're all part of the 1/3. So I know we all get this.
Sure, absolutely. Miss Shonda, your favorite movie is Apocalypto?
Woo.
I want to talk about it.
Let's talk about it. I love that movie.
So, Apocalypto. First of all, before we start, who all have seen Apocalypto? If not, you might want to catch that now.
Catch it. Watch. Just read the subtitles. Stop being like that. I know how people are scared of words. Read the subtitles. Just get it. Yeah. That's the first thing with our people. A lot of our people ain't seen this movie because it's in subtitles. Y'all still waiting for it to come out in English.
Yeah, a year ago, Omitola Yawalona used to tell y'all reading is fundamental. It's how y'all asked how much y'all readings because it was pinned on the screen. But I've grown out of that. But even though I've grown out of that, we still have to get into reading. It's a must. The way our people don't read, our people will come in right now and say how much is a reading, and it's right there. We have to get better. Okay, yeah, we gotta brush up on that reading.
Well, you gotta watch
You
Apocalypto.
should. You should definitely watch it, sweetie. Definitely.
It's been out for a while, but it's a great movie.
I just seen it a couple months ago, okay, family. And when I say powerful, for those who have seen it, come on, y'all, we could clap. We know that was powerful. And I want to talk about it. What the fuck was they doing when them people came up off on that boat? When them people came up off on that boat, the pale people, because don't want to ruin it for some people who ain't seen it, but we're gonna talk about it still. What were them people doing when what we would call Caucasian people? We gonna keep calling them white when we know that's a title, that's not a nationality. We're actually the white people, okay? We are actually the pure people, the pure-hearted people. We
Right.
did
white is the status.
We got that name thrown on us because we was doing some black shit. We was doing some nasty, dirty, evil things.
I subscribe and Apocalypto, which we know we've read and we've done our history on the Mayans to know exactly the human sacrifices and things like that.
Yes, but when y'all hear Mayans and Aztecs, why don't y'all think Native Americans?
I don't know why they don't.
The native people that was over here when Christopher Columbus came over here. So y'all mean to tell me all these people in this one land had 37 million different names, but since they've been over here, they're still called British, European, they're still called Asian, they're still called Italian, they're still called Spanish, Russian.
I hear that all the Aztecs they died off too.
So all the Mayans disappeared, all the Aztecs disappeared, all the Native Americans marched to Utah and Colorado and then just died and left us with 10,000 Native Americans that's only this color and all the black people from Africa.
That's cray.
Am I gonna tell you what the fuck these people's over here doing when them people came up off on them boats?
What we was doing?
Yes, what we was doing. What were we doing, y'all? For those who've seen Apocalypto, let's talk about it because we love to talk about what they did. They hanging people, they raping people, doing experiments on people. Yeah, we was talking about the slave ports over there. That's what we're saying. They got the slave ports. So where the ships was being built?
Now, they speak of Sierra Leone. They speak of the slave port. How many Africans was?
They said millions.
Millions went through this one port.
That's what they say.
Okay.
That's what they say.
That would be a great thing to put up for you to see a visual to say, oh, okay, that's where we all came from. That port, the point of no return. Once we seen that port, there was no more. They gave you that vision. They gave you that story. Yes, I understand. Why every time I speak to an African, they don't know shit about that story? Why when I ask any of these native Africans over there, they have no idea what we was all told?
Yeah, we telling them the story.
They like, what? Where?
My mama was sold off as a slavery?
Mama, come here, tell me this.
Grandma was a slave? See how far they got to go back to find out which family members was taken from their hut, from their village. Ask them, hey, who in your family was taken over here? See what they say. There was a lot of ritual sacrifice going on in the movie. Okay, what was that was going on in the movie? So what was they doing in a moment they saw Caucasians getting off a boat on the shore? What was they doing in that moment? Because Caucasians didn't get off no boat and see a whole bunch of people just dancing and being happy and merry. It was some shit going on.
It's not just you. We have different phenotypes than the Africans, from the hair to the nose to the bones to the blood. We are completely different. Even the Bible, your own scriptures, your own Father in heaven says, yes, you look like the Ethiopians, but you're not like the Ethiopians. You are not the Ethiopians. You favor them, but you're not like them. The Ethiops, they are known to be burnt. They know that is what Ethiop means, to be burnt by the sun.
That's all Ethiopian means. It's not one place that we see over there. Remember, when the Bible was written, half of these places didn't even have these names.
No, there were many Ethiopias.
So why, when people read the Bible, they're directly going back to these places when a lot of these places have many different names? Nigeria didn't get their name not too long ago. Sierra Leone didn't get their name not too long ago. A lot of those names are new over there in Africa. Aha. So that still takes us back to a lot of stuff happened over here.
Ashe. And let me go ahead and give a great, great, great shout out to His Majesty King Haile Selassie Jah Rastafari. For those who have heard the name and do not understand this man, he was able to fight for his land against the French and won and kept his land and kept the name. That is why they are still called Ethiopia today. That is why you can still find an Ethiopia today in this land and know that there was many Ethiopias before.
That they was going around taking down and rechanging the names of.
This man also knew about the Bible. He knew who the chosen children were, the sons of Solomon. He was not one of bashing, oh, this Christ guy, who is this Jesus? No. We got to wake up.
Yes, we do. Absolutely. And how long ago did that happen? So that don't sound like the Christian Crusades was too long ago. If he was able to stand up and keep their name from being taken. So Isaac stated they were shocked to see the other ships. So there was a lot of ships, family. They came on a lot of ships. That's what we're trying to get y'all to understand. The ships that they came on was taking down. They didn't have millions of white folks already over here and they didn't have enough room to go get millions of Africans. Okay, listen. They were shocked to see the other ships, but they were chasing down other villagers and killing and enslaved those who haven't been killed. We just gonna pause on that. Because all we know, all we've been told is Caucasians are horrible. They came over here and made us horrible people. They came over here and showed us what evil was. They came over here and showed us what homosexuality was. They came over here and showed us what killing, what murdering, what raping was. We didn't know about what none of this shit was, but how to dance, sing, and cook, and marry and have babies. That's all we did until they came over here. Or well, brought us over here, excuse me. Because we wasn't over here. The land was empty. They took a whole bunch of African people and filled up empty land. Our people was killing and murdering other villagers. For those who it takes a village to raise a child. We love the village. We try and get the villages back, right? Well, there was a time we had villages. And you know what we were doing when Caucasians was on their way over here pulling up? We was fucking killing each other. Sacrificing humans. Leaving villages with nothing but children left. and taking all the adults out the village to go be taken as slaves. Did y'all see enslaved? So there were slaves over here when they came up off the ship. Are y'all processing? That's why I specifically asked, what was we doing when the boats pulled up? Did they ever tell you in the history books where we learned about the slaves coming up? Did they ever tell you what people was over here doing?
Well, no. They did. They told us about the Mayans, but they didn't tell us that was us.
Okay.
They didn't tell us that was us doing it. They said, oh, the Mayans, they sacrificed and they had the time period of cannibalism. They ate people. Yeah, we was taught that, but we wasn't taught that was us. We was taught we was the Africans not even getting on the boat. We were just on the boat. That's what we were taught. We were just on the boat, headed here. Cray.
And Mayans just died off thousands of years ago before we came over. Yeah, that's what the school books told. So the movie showed us, and a lot of Native Americans today have done interviews on YouTube. Hopefully y'all been watching their interviews, y'all. They're telling y'all how many blacks they seen and how many Caucasians they seen come off them boats. Now, how long ago was this? The people still sitting talking about this on YouTube today. When they got over here, people was already enslaved, being murdered, being killed, being taken from villages. Doesn't that sound like what we thought the Caucasians came over here and did? Or were they able to come in and play off of that? Was that our ass whooping because we couldn't fucking get it? Because we couldn't stop murdering and killing each other and sacrificing humans to gods, that our ass whooping arrived. Does it seem like God used them as a belt? Because it's not like when they pulled up, we was on our best behavior. It's not like we was looking like God's chosen people, chosen to rule. It's not like we was acting like humans.
It wasn't a bunch of innocent people.
It's not like we was behaving better than animals when they pulled up. No, ain't nobody talked about this. Ain't nobody sat and had this conversation publicly about we was killing, enslaving, and sacrificing each other before our last captivity. We still killing each other today. They would like to let you know that that's because the white people brought us over here and what they did to us. That's why our black people is killing each other today. We know that's still a curse going on that even got us in fucking trouble. This is a lot deeper. We're waking up. This is the age of the Aquarius. We're finding out about our ancestors. Let's keep it real. Because, yeah, we cried and we mourned and we always felt inferior and less than every time we seen our asses hung by them. But how many movies have you seen us hung each other? Apocalypto. Kill, murder each other daily. The only time they couldn't sacrifice a human was when there was an eclipse. Eclipse gone, back. Straight sacrificing humans again. When was we ever going to talk about this, family? Oh, we wasn't. We was going to keep starting our history ever on this earth. It was from 1619. That's just where we started from. We just going to keep going back there like a checkpoint and try to fix and heal our generations by only starting there.
And it was so bananas in the beginning of that movie. One of the great elders was telling the Genesis story.
Speaking of the Bible, well, it wasn't called the Bible. You know, they wasn't speaking English or Greek or Roman. They were speaking in native tongue. I didn't talk about Adam and Eve. The firmament, then they bring up the firmament. Yep. So the reason why they didn't let us see that ugly side of us and just wanted us to believe that ugly came from them, because they didn't want us to identify ourselves in the Bible. They didn't want us to see that, oh, we are those people doing it in the Bible, because the Bible speaks of those things going on.
Yep.
Oh, The Last Mohican. I remember they made us watch that shit in 5th grade.
I remember that movie.
Oh shit! Thank you.
Gunned them all down.
Thank you for bringing that up. I would definitely go back to watch that. Yeah, 5th grade when it's the end of the year, y'all done did field day and shit. So now they just rolling the TVs in on the carts.
I remember them days. Who's from that era?
You got your class T-shirt on. Everybody signing your T-shirt. Yeah, we watched Last
The Media Center TV.
Yes, it got Media Center and the marker on it.
Like 5 TVs set up in the Media Center. You get to go roll out one to your class. The Media Center. Yeah, y'all remember the Media Center. Ooh, it was always dark and cold.
Oh, I loved going in there though. It's something about that energy made me feel like a whole bunch of mothers was in there. Was I the only one that felt that? The carts were the best days. Yes, they were. The children don't know nothing about that now. They got TVs plugged up on the wall. Teacher just pushing buttons, touching the wall, things popping up. Yeah, they got like the smart boards and shit now in school.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they got a projector hanging from the ceiling that just show on the board now. And they touching shit. Hey. They don't know nothing about the roll in.
Yeah, I was about to say the projector that it didn't stay in the class. That was another thing that you got to roll in the cart. That came
the classrooms are coming within them.
No. These children gonna get what we had. Damn it! You gonna get that thing where you had the teacher had to focus it and get the light right so that you can actually see. And then she writing on it. And don't let her hair erasing while she writing at the same time. Class is going off.
Can you slide the thing down? We're still taking notes. Yeah. You see when she trying to wipe it off.
Like I did not. I'm about to wipe it off. 5, 4. Damn. And I always wondered, that's some kind of special
solution. Just water.
I didn't find out as an adult it was just water. I thought as a child that was some kind of special projector solution.
We knew it. That's all for that projection board. And you felt special when she asked you to come up there and help. Did y'all ever come up there and help? I used to help all my teachers. Every class, I became a teacher's pet. I ain't even gonna lie. College just stopped. One college professor told me college wasn't for me. Oh. I was hurt then. And now I'm like, he's telling the truth. I didn't need to go to college. But at the time, it's like, you right. Yes, no, teachers had leverage back then. Because what was it? Oh, y'all keep talking. We ain't going to the media center. And we thought media center was going to the library. No, that means taking the cart, bringing it to us. That's going to the media center. So now everybody quiet. Shut up. Pay too much.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the library and the media center was the same room. Our teachers specifically let us know when it was media center time and then when it was library time. Library time when you can only go check out a book. Media center when you got to go play on the computer. Same room. You looking at other people right over there. Oh, y'all must be having library.
Yep, they can't even talk.
We're having media center time. Yeah, bitch. Playing snakes.
I love when they was going to play a Walt Disney movie. Thank you. You told on yourself. That's all I need to know. You are a Disney type. You love Disney because the fact that you like Wild Witch, your personality, you like the movies. I ain't gonna lie, Disney done had some nice movies. Who remember the Aristocrats?
I love the Aristocrats.
That was a dope movie.
That's not a lady. You're just a sister.
Yes, good times. Speaking of good times, we just went in on good times. No, we not aging. Kosi. You number 3 down. Look at her. No, we're not aging. Kosi, maturing, not aging. Oh.
Baba, you aging us.
I'm not gonna play with you witches. Everybody else went to sleep. No, I stayed up for the movies. Yep, and how you acted at lunchtime, she'll let you know, oh, that movie gone. That movie gone. Y'all can forget that. Now everybody trying to be quiet in line.
No, they can't use that no more because they know the children today
gonna pull out their phone.
Bitch, I pull that bitch out on my phone. What movie we gonna watch again? Got it.
Earphones. They got earphones with no string. Teacher don't even know they watching a movie.
Earbuds in their ear. If I could go to school today with the technology that we have today, I don't know if I would have graduated. I don't know if I would have made it to the 12th grade.
I probably would have started a business in 9th grade.
I would have been. Because in school already, I'm already selling candy. I'm hustling at the court playing basketball for money. We playing dice in the locker room. Nowadays, I'm about to have me a whole page out working in school. I'm about to be going live. I'm about to be going viral, doing everything. Oh my God, the children today. I don't know that y'all doing it right. No. See, the problem with the children today, they're too busy watching other children play with toys on YouTube. That's what's going on, and nobody's standing up.
That's witchcraft. Y'all don't think that's witchcraft? Can we talk about rainy days, y'all? Teachers thought they was slick. Why on rainy days we ain't on the curriculum no more? We finna go to another class and sit in another class, and now 2 classes watching a movie together. Y'all remember that shit? Rainy days was their excuse to just bump the script. What you want to do?
Yeah,
bring them over here.
That was a lazy teacher day. That's what that was. That's what that was. Teacher said, "You know what? We just gone. I'm tired."
They not slick.
We not understand because I understood the rain made me tired. Like watching the little droplets and driplets on the glass. I wasn't looking at the teacher. I'm looking at the droplets. Y'all always looking at the droplets. I wasn't the only one. Guess who else was? The teacher.
Yep, school felt different on rainy days. It's like it was like colder out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was. It had a sense of will I ever make it home type of day. Like, I hope everything got gray. I don't like it. I never liked rainy days at school. No. I didn't personally.
And I love rain. It's just something I get on that bus and it's red. You all you hear is sneakers.
I'm gonna go home. I don't feel safe. I didn't feel safe on rainy days. I think that's what it was. Too much stuff was slippery.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. All that squeaking in the hallway.
Yeah, I didn't like that. That's what it was. I didn't like hearing that. Because at home, you don't have to hear that throughout the house while it's raining. Some teachers was nice enough to bring snacks. Yep. I was the student that my parents on every Friday brought pizza and cupcakes for the class.
Yep. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't get that. Y'all have snacks? Wow. I'm sorry. I mean, I love my mother. She made sure I got initiated, but we didn't have that kind of parent. I didn't have a class where we had that kind of parent in there either. It was you brought your own goddamn snack, and if you didn't, don't look at somebody who did bring a snack. That's what that was.
Who remember pep rallies? Did y'all have pep rallies?
I had pep rallies in high school, yeah.
Yeah, pep rally in high school.
Okay.
In elementary, they just call it assembly. We for to have assembly. Y'all remember that word, assembly?
Because you didn't know what type of assembly it was until you got in there. Like, I didn't know this was a hype one. Damn.
You got somebody performing. Next one is awards.
Yeah, I didn't know this was gonna be a sing-along assembly. I thought this was gonna be one of those don't do drugs assembly. Y'all got to tell us what assembly these are.
Say no to drugs. Remember that? That was like a month long in elementary school.
One time we had an assembly, and I love this assembly, but I wasn't mentally prepared for it. We had an assembly where the people came in, they were tearing up whole phone books and stuff like that, and blowing up the hot water heater bottles and stuff like that. They want to tell us how they had a whole drug life and their mama prostituted them and stuff like that.
No!
We in 5th grade hearing this story. Crazy thing is, one of the dudes was one of my favorite wrestlers. I forget who he was. He was a black dude. And my thing was, I was not prepared for this assembly. I wanted to go get an autograph in 5th grade. I'm like, oh shit. I'm thinking we're about to have some old lame assembly, you know, how to fight fire, Smokey the Bear. It's 5th grade, so they didn't lead us up to anything really cool. So when 5th grade hit and the cool shit hit, you was not prepared. Was you prepared in 5th grade?
No. Jaleisha said y'all had 2 pep rallies. What the fuck y'all do to just get 2 pep rallies? Y'all must have been bad. We had a pep rally every Friday before a game. So every Friday for like 6 months straight, we had a pep rally. What y'all do to get 2?
No, we only got 2. Hold on, how many did you get?
Every Friday we had a pep rally.
We didn't get one every Friday. I'm in the same boat. You're right. We got a homecoming one, and then we had one more after that. That was it. We didn't get no every other week.
No, every Friday, not every other. Every Friday was a pep rally. Our teachers wasn't
with that shit. I don't think our teachers like assemblies and shit. They didn't like it. Our teachers looked frustrated and
our first one, they went in on the upperclassmen. Oh Lord, what happened? What? You went to a bad school, I feel it. Well, she has to write the story 1 sentence at a time. Yeah. We had pep rallies, but we didn't deserve it. We was bad. I ain't gonna
Oh,
lie.
yeah, I thought
We
your
had,
school was the bad
yeah,
school.
they was the one setting the trash cans on fire, shooting at the games, jumping people. I mean, food fights. They had food fights with the principal standing there. Like one food fight started with someone threw mashed potatoes at him. When they saw the principal get hit with mashed potatoes, that's when the rest of the cafeteria started throwing food. Yeah. Y'all had them only for the big games? Oh, we had it every Friday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Big games for me too. Our team wasn't even all that good.
We were
They didn't
bad.
deserve one every week though. That was the thing. Our team sucked. If you had a sucky team, that's probably why.
No, we had a sucky team. Our band was good. Our band has never lost in like 20 years. I was a part of that band.
I don't know what y'all had going on.
We did in high school band. The football team ain't won in like 7 years. Probably longer than that. Because when I went there, they never won a game. But yeah. We were bad. We were bad, y'all. No, I went to Creekside in Fairmont, Georgia. Those children came in fighting. I started food fight one time. I knew okay, you went to Creekside in Georgia. So I'm actually was true. Creekside was bad. Yeah, I wasn't being sarcastic. That was a bad high school. I thought you was talking about somewhere in Florida, but you talking about the Creekside.
Oh, so I'm shouting out band.
Yep, section leader. I was section leader. Okay. I was dance committee, first chair. Okay, I became first chair in 10th grade. Y'all know the seniors was hating. I became assistant section leader by 10th grade. So you know the seniors happened. I became full section leader by 11th grade. So you know seniors are hating. Okay, well I was first chair in college, second highest paid clarinet player at Bethune-Cookman University. Okay, so yeah, band is a big deal for those who are in that band life. But for people that's not in band, they look at us like a whole bunch of lanes. North Clayton, y'all was bad around. Jesus, we're not gonna talk about North Clayton, okay? I don't even want to call that OFO on us. Y'all not ready to talk about those type of schools. I'm gonna just talk about my school. My school, we had girls having babies in the hallway. Have y'all ever went through that, walking down the hall and it's a girl screaming, giving birth, and she in 9th grade on her 5th child? Anybody went through that?
Lord.
Yes. And I didn't even know. I felt so bad because I'm trying to be, you know, in high school and you see a friend get pregnant, that's shocking to you. You automatically got to be the best friend in the world because, you know, everybody from the judge. So I had at least 7 friends get pregnant in 2 years. And then the rest of the years, 4 more friends get pregnant. So she was pregnant and she was coming to school late every day. He said, that's crazy.
You see, I'm over here listening too, like, damn. Up north schools, if you get pregnant by month 7, you can't even come back to school. They don't even play that.
Yeah, they start doing that after too many girls start giving birth at school. After a while, they was keeping them until like, you know, I don't know.
They probably thought it was a business. Yeah, keep your children. You stay in school.
That's crazy, but yeah. So, you know, she was pregnant, whatever. And then we was all changing. Y'all know how y'all changing classes. We don't know if y'all stayed in one class. We did changes, but the bell ring and you gotta go to another class. And there was one hall, and there was a lot of yelling and screaming. So we thought it was a fight. You know, that's the first thing you do. You hear yelling, screaming. Come on, let's act like y'all remember that shit. You hear everybody running to that area. So everybody running to that area, and we're being told we're being pushed back. So it got to be bigger than a fight. If they pushing us back like that, y'all, we looked down the hall and all you saw was blood slitted out and her legs open, and it was like a whoa. You just heard everybody go, oh my God, she's having a baby. It was like something happens to the brain when that happened. This girl,
not what you expecting, so
no. And then she just had on a dress like she was prepared. Like she knew. It was like too perfect to be happening at school. We needed to where you just crying to the ambulance come. We don't need to see that on the floor, you know. So they getting everybody back. And she come back 2 weeks later. She come sit and we this when we had trailers. Any of our high school had trailers too. We had to take some of your class. They call it the modulars. Anybody else had modulars? Well, we had modulars.
I lived in a modular. What you talking about? Don't be like that.
So some of our classes was in modulars.
Two different things.
No, they call them modulars.
I know a trailer and a modular are two different things.
Well, yeah, but it was slang for us. People were like, "Hey, you got first period, yeah, in the trailers." We didn't really say modulars. That's just was on the paper for a parent need to know where your class is at. It's gonna say modular. We had to tell them come out to the trailers in the back. Oh. Yeah, so I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to call it a trailer. That was just our slang how we said it. So we in the trailer. She come in there. She all quiet. Got her jacket on. I remember she got her pen. She doing it. So we shocked to see the girl that done had a baby. Like at that time, we don't even know you could walk after something like that. So she walk around. She sitting down. So I'm sitting down. I ain't never talked to the girl before. Okay. This is like one of them friends that you just went to elementary school and all the grades together, rode the bus together, but y'all never was like close and hung out. You just know each other as a friend because you just went to school together forever. Y'all ever had one of them friends? So I sat down and heard this. I was like, don't worry about the people staring and all that stuff. I'm here for you, I'm in ninth grade. And we was like, the teacher came over and she was like, yes, anything you need us to do. I just want to know, how does your mom feel? This is the teacher. I was real cool with the teacher. We had them ghetto hood as young teachers. She said, oh, my mom helps me with my other 4 children. I think the whole class got quiet. And I think everybody had went like that. And I looked at her and said, 4 children? She's like, yeah, that was my 5th baby. And we was like, how old are you? She was like 13, going to be 14. Didn't say nothing else. There was no other word that I could say after that moment. Now I found no other word at the time. She got judgment from me because I couldn't say shit. I was trying to come in being a friend and heard that. I was done nothing. She's like, her mama cool, her mama happy.
I want to agree with Isaac on this one. You're bringing yourself back strong, my New York brother. In New York schools, we ain't never heard of none of this.
That's not it, y'all. That's small stuff. So we had these twins. I'm sorry, babe.
No, go ahead.
Okay. We had these twins, y'all. One twin got pregnant and was scared because they didn't want to let their mother down who had them as teenagers, okay? So it was twins. One of the twins got pregnant and was scared. She asked her twin, I think I told you this story. Mm-hmm. She asked her twin to get pregnant by her baby daddy so they could be pregnant together. So the twin will have to go through it alone, being in trouble alone. They will have to go through everything together. So guess what the twin did? The twin slept with the twin's baby daddy and got pregnant. They both got pregnant. They didn't tell the mother till they start showing. Then they told the mother that it was by the same dude. And y'all know what she do? She came up to the school to announce a baby shower she throwing, and there were like all the teachers and everybody come. This is something openly that they told people was planning, and it worked for them, and they all happy. Not fucking lying. I'm not. I wish I would. Y'all know I'm sitting in front of all these oracles in front of the priest. Not lying. DeKalb County is off the chain. Anybody say they from the east side of Zone 6?
Nah. Just to speak on New York schools, y'all. We might have some gun issues sometimes. Might catch someone fucking in the bathroom. Excuse my language, but it is about 1:00. As for the giving birth and the twin story, yeah, I can't find them stories up north, y'all. That's different.
One girl, she was a Muslim. Her mom only let her wear the skirts and the thing on her hand. She was in a band, so we know. Cause yeah, DeKalb County. I was born in Atlanta, but I went to school. I went to elementary school. All my schools in life in DeKalb County. I was a product of DeKalb County, and I did well. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all give strength out to us because we didn't have regular neighborhoods. We seen some shit and had to choose to come out. Right. Y'all understand? We don't want y'all to think DeKalb County, Georgia, just because the houses were big, the people mentality, everybody was still over there with Section 8. They was moving Section 8 people in with people that was paying, but I'm not saying that's wrong, not saying that that's wrong, but their mentality was different. They did not know how to keep up neighborhoods and stuff like that, like we did. They came and they hooded the Cab County out. So the Muslim girl, she was in band with me. And she got caught on a baseball field during the whole team. And who she got caught by was some teachers. The teachers was trying to cut through the field to damn, that makes me think what was the teachers doing, because this all happened during school, y'all. This was during school. This one after school. So now you got me thinking as an adult, what was the teachers doing trying to cut the field? I don't know, because
it's not, I mean, all the way around. I'm holding on, family. I'm holding on.
we laughing now, but at that time, this is like the biggest shit you'll ever remember at school. Because everybody got to talk about it. You know, her mama got to come up to school and pick her up. She got caught. So the baseball team had about 32 people on a team. And, you know, it's stuff like that is like big deal. You know, police and stuff come up, they ask questions. They have to all testify. You know, that's big deal when you get caught doing something like that. So they had to all testify to who did what. It came out that she was able to get to 31 out of 32 of them dudes.
Oh.
She was about to get to the last one before they got caught. We asked her why she did it. She said, I bet that thing was, you know what, never mind. I'm not even going to tell the rest of the story.
My God. You did it. Go ahead, finish it now. Go on. Go on. We can't leave that hanging out. That thing was sore.
Why you say that? Stop.
Ooh.
Yes, I just thought this was shocking that girls around my age would even thinking about this shit. It was the craziest thing to me. But anyways, she said she did it because of her boyfriend. Her boyfriend asked her, did a fucking dared her to see how stupid she was. And she thought he was really loving on her. Made a fool of herself. She came out so proud. It was able to get so many boyfriends. We were so jealous. The good girls was jealous. It's like, how you get even more niggas to talk to you after that? We thought you got to be the good girl that, you know, boys want to take home to mama. So we was so confused. We thought she was going to get talked about. We thought when nobody going to sit by her at lunch. She became the popular girl. She started taking her head thing off at school. She would change it to her pants. And then when her mom couldn't pick her up, put back on her skirt. We ain't going to lie. Some of her friends was telling on her because we wanted the old Gwen. I mean to say her name. We wanted the old one back. Lord Jesus, child. If she do see this, I didn't fucking say her name like that. Y'all still don't know what I'm talking about. But yes, that was horrible. We had some coaches that got caught having sex with some of the girls in our school. How y'all ever went through that?
Yeah, no, I went through that in my school.
Yeah, these coaches actually got caught, like text messages, parents coming up there. And all they did was fire these coaches. I was like, we thought they supposed to go to jail for that shit. No. We had girls fighting over these coaches, which we didn't understand.
Some coaches transferred to another school.
Yeah, I don't even think our coaches got fired. They probably just went to another school. That's so sad. It fucked up.
Alafia family, we see a lot of y'all speaking in.
Alafia.
Yeah, I think that's around all schools. I think we just need to look into that. All coaches just suspect. All coaches is suspect.
Have y'all seen two teachers fight over another teacher in your school? Am I the only school that do it?
No, that's another first for me.
Yeah, we've had two teachers fight over another male teacher. We had to break that up. The students, yeah, y'all heard right. The students, yes, Alafia, Rachel, you came in, didn't even say Alafia.
Yep.
Oh, y'all went to school together. Oh, yeah. We the students had to stop the teachers. We was like, man, this is so embarrassing, y'all. So fucking embarrassing. And then we had a principal with a throat disease that we never knew. We never knew he had throat cancer until the end when he was about to retire. They let us know why he was retiring. So for years they let this man get cracked though, because when he was doing announcements, whenever he spoke on announcements, this all you hear. You heard all this throat shit. So people was ragging on his ass like, man, he need to clear his throat before he speak. We never knew what he said. Now you see how I end up doing announcements? He just started writing announcements out with me. And we felt bad when he was tired. They was like, well, he's going off his final surgery for throat cancer. Everybody's like, throat cancer. I've seen it. A math teacher was messing with the football coach, and her husband came up there.
Ooh.
Jesus.
It's another down south school.
Had to be. Yeah. North Clayton. Yeah.
Up north school, they just worried about being strapped. That's our main issue. What did the teacher show the gun?
We actually had students shoot at our school. We actually had actual shootings in the hallway, at games, in the gym. That's the most scariest shit, man. And did you ever see us on news? No, the only people they put on the news is when a Caucasian boy goes shoot up a school. Just try to show y'all how they control narratives. We're not saying white people not racist, but we're not saying that a high school shooting by someone I call is not gonna go as big as far as
that's what I'm saying. Like I've known about some school shootings. I ain't never made it to the news. It was another day in school.
This is shit. I was going to the school around and the shit happening.
But you're right. Let old crazy white boy do it. Everybody know about it.
They're controlling a narrative. That's what we're pointing out. We're not saying it was a real or fake. We just let y'all know what they're pumping out into society to know. Y'all didn't even know we in high school and had so many fucking shootouts. Yeah, Miller Grove came to one of our games and started shooting at us, and some boys started shooting back. They didn't know we was strapped. Okay, what was that? Washington High. Our biggest rivalries was I don't even remember they nasty ass name. McNair High School. That was our biggest rivalry. At a football game, my nephew Trey, that you spoke to, was playing football, and the dudes was hitting him too hard, and ref went to call the thingy. And finally, my nephew got mad. He was trying to say something to the coach. Tell me why the dude come up and push my nephew. I blinked out. Even though I was misreading in high school, first chair, head section leader, all that shit, I immediately leaped from the stairs. So y'all know what that do. The rest of the band finna follow. So now I'm running on the field. Now everybody blowing whistles because now all the football team players coming together. They ripping off stuff. They fighting. They trying to get me off the field. Now we have the bands fighting. So now all the drum majors trying to get us all together. All the parents are going crazy. They running out the stands trying to get to their children. I just knew when nobody going to put their hand on my nephew in front of my face. I got to call him and see if he remember that. So they getting us all on the buses, right? Right, we're listening. We hear all these whistles from drum majors and goddamn referees and coaches. That's just too much. So we just have up the fight. We get on our buses. Tell me why they allowed them to come rock our buses. That was the most disrespectful, hurt, scariest thing we ever experienced. We trying to get off the bus. The parent bus chaperones won't let us move off the bus, but you got football players and band members rocking our buses. Bitch, we're about to rock over. We have instruments. We got tubas and shit on the bus, drums and shit. We got clarinets. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got time to pack up in our instruments because we just all got through fighting. We just trying to grab. We don't even know if we got our own instruments. We just grabbing instruments and from the stands and running back to the bus. They let these motherfuckers rock our bus. When I tell you, we was hanging out windows trying to get to them. The craziest thing we could have ever fucking seen. Where was the police? Police sit at the games. Do they not? Do you not see two funky ass police? I'm not trying to talk bad about police, but every football game get at least two cops and one cop car. Do you know the motherfuckers watched the whole thing? We was so scared, y'all. Did you see that on the news? Nope. They never broadcast how we treat each other, what we do to each other. because they don't want y'all to identify this is a curse we've been doing since the beginning, since when they had to flood the earth the first time. They don't want us to identify ourselves in the Bible and realize we're still doing the same shit. They want us to think it's just racism. That's our only problem. The only reason why we stuck in the same place is because of Caucasian people. Yeah, we done went through some shit in my high school. All my cousins, all my nieces and nephews went to that school as well. We're a family like 20 deep that done graduated from this school. Crazy, right? We're not even gonna talk about the gay stuff that was going on.
Oh no.
Why?
That's enough.
That's enough for story time. Y'all probably like, oh my God, is she telling the truth? Wow, la la.
Can't make this stuff up, family.
Wow, la la. We ain't even gonna talk about the gay stuff. And these are children. These are students we talking about. These are teenagers. You know, a couple adults showing their ass disgusting. We got some cleaning up to do in our own community, y'all. That's what we're trying to say. We out there marching every time. They did something about how many people want to march from what the shit we was going through at our high school. Now you see why I always told you I felt like East High was our high school. I felt like I love that movie East High. I feel like I went there. A pretty version of it. We had no windows. They just started building windows 6 years ago. We went to a school with no windows. Blackouts, the power would go out. Can you imagine power going out in the school with no windows? Man, people was fighting. People was getting stabbed. People was getting they brought water guns full of bleach. One dude went blind because they sprayed him with bleach and then started jumping them. Can't plan no blackout. You never know when the power gonna go out in school. Why was our power going out of school? I'm sure a city over with people that probably wasn't our color, I'm sure they wasn't dealing with that. I'm sure they had windows. I'm sure they had generators. All that. OMG, that's crazy. Lala Anthony went to my school. Swizz Beats went to my school. What's that group? What's that R&B group? How can I forget their name now?
Jagged Edge.
Thank you. Jagged Edge went to my high school. Yes, crazy. Right. So we can't just be looking at people and think that, oh, because you're a good person you had a nice upbringing, or because you're a bad person you had a bad upbringing. I know some gangsters, some gangbangers right now gonna wait till they in their 30s to get jumped into crip, into blood, and was raised in mini mansions their whole life. Real story. I know these people personally. So we got real issues in our community. We can't just blame it on statistics that they're running. We can't just think that it's because of the narrative they're playing. We got to start looking at some deeper issues. Now, why the fuck would you go gangbanging if you grew up and your mom and your dad was a doctor, both making over $500,000 a year, got a house that's worth, $1.5 million on the market, and you 28, 29 getting jumped into Crips? There's something wrong with us. Can we say Caucasian people made him do that?
Nope.
Can we say being in poverty, the way he grew up, struggling, having a hard knock life made him do that? What the fuck can we say made him do that?
Gotta start looking at our own shit. Gotta start looking at our own curses. Why we are dealing with the captivities. What it is with us. To go back to the movie Apocalypto. What was they doing at the end of that movie? We were sinning. We were sinning. That's what we were doing. Before anyone knew anything about what a Bible was called or these pale people, we were already breaking laws. We as a people, we gotta do better. Stop always trying to point the fingers of why we're like this, and let's just start fixing ourselves.
We gotta clean up.
This is why it's important to read the Bible. Why was there a flood? Why did one family make it? Stop thinking it was so long ago. We're the same people who was effing up that had the Most High to flood the world because of stories like this.
White people Caucasians wasn't created then.
No.
They wasn't mutated leprous then.
There was no leprous people. That became something new during the time of Moses. There was nothing but melanated people effing up doing all this stuff that made the Most High said flood them all out but one family. That was this family.
Sodom and Gomorrah, what color people did you think they were?
It wasn't a bunch of white people.
Okay. So let's make the point even a little bit more clearer. Let's dive even more deeper. Because, we could all sit here and say, oh my God, they created diseases. They got patent for diseases. But then they kept us from the Bible, because if you would have read the Bible, you would have known that God cursed us and said, with every disease not even named in the book. Because
we was gonna end up having.
Because we kept fucking up. They don't want you dating back to the Bible prophesied that would happen because we kept fucking up. We just gonna keep dating back to when we got off the boat. Everything started from, we just got snatched out of nowhere. We was living a life, and now these people just creating diseases, and God's just watching. They really got this narrative playing in our people's head, and they waking up thinking if they understand their narrative, that they're gonna understand us and help us get out of this shit. We gotta tear down that false narrative. We have to. The Bible told us we would be cursed with every disease, even not named in the book, because of the laws we was breaking, because of our actions. And today we can sit here and talk about all these diseases they're creating and got patents of. So what we have to start actually looking at is the things that they are doing to us, specifically our color, was already prophesied to said to be happen in the book. Pastor ain't never read those scriptures to the congregation.
No, you're told that the true children are the Jewish people over there. You're not told to put together the puzzle pieces. You're not told to bring the Bible to school when you're learning how to read that book too. Why is it that you learn how to read, but you still don't know how to read the Bible? So what the hell did you learn how to read? If it was home, they would have taught you. That was one of our main books.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody had that Bible in their house, but how many people has read it from beginning to end and understand it, has broken down, has translated it for their own understanding, has interpreted the etymologies of it? We have a lot of work to do. And it's a lot bigger than who we voting for president because they're racist. We still got people doing human sacrifices and sacrificing children. We are battling things that's been going on for a long time, and we as a people are just not waking up to it. The Chinese people been battling cannibalists living over there with them. The Asians, they've been battling that demon. We're just not waking up to them, realizing that's a demon. We were in captivity. We were put to sleep. So we got to wake up out that time capsule that they implanted of us that got our brain keep jumping back to just 1492. The book of Revelation scared the shit out of me until I got high off of it. As a reader, as a person who get reviews, as a person who got people leaving reviews on the page, inboxing us reviews, I started to get high off of reading Revelation because I'm like, oh my gosh. If people can say we're accurate with our readings, I got to give homage to this big-ass reading that we're seeing, watching, coming true today. These people read this hundreds of years ago, and it's coming true today.
Nah, the one thing about Revelations with me is that I got excited when I read it, but that was because I had did something, right? I said, all right, let me read Genesis. I read all of Genesis. I had read Exodus. I went to Leviticus. Now I went to Numbers, Leviticus, Deuteronomy. I went through them, and then I got into Acts. I said, all right, hold on. Let me jump real quick to Revelation. Let me see what's up at the end of this book. And I got to Revelations because I had already understood the first part of the book. Revelations excited me because I saw what we was going through. I see the captivities we're going through, and to know that throughout the beginning all the way throughout the end that he still chose his chosen people, that excited me. I didn't get so scared. I looked at the ones who was going to burn into ashes beneath our feet that was written in that book. Yeah, that seemed a bit scary for them, but for me, I got excited. I got confident. I started to look up into the heavens to my Father, thankful. I got real grateful for being a chosen child, because if I wasn't a chosen child, if I didn't know that I was a chosen child from that book, man, Revelation would have scared the shit out of me too. Because this sounds like some real scary stuff happening for the 2/3 and for those who are not on the righteous path. But for those who are on the path, the 144,000 priests, that book, man, exciting.
Didn't they tell us about Pangea? Didn't they tell us about the ice caps melting and the ice age and how everything flooded and then it separated the lands? Didn't the Bible tell us about a flood? What I will not allow is these people to play God. That's what I won't allow. I won't allow them to create stories and take things out of stories to make them feel like they running all this shit when they are nothing but being puppeted too. They're being used by the Most High too.
And real quick, these dinosaurs that they spoke of that was just eating food when they just flash froze, that would seem more like a flood. The waters is rising. Dinosaurs probably still gonna be eating during that time.
The Grand Canyon looks like when the waters were split so Moses and his people could get through. They look like water erosion in those canyons.
Mm-mm. I pray y'all see the truth. They're trying to tell us the truth in every little bit of way, and they're so embarrassed because they kept it from us, but they didn't know that them keeping it, that we're the ones that's going to actually save them. It's told in Revelation that some of them will cling to us, some of them will be coming in as servants, as handmaids. So they're not looking at us to save them because they thought they was Big Honcho was going to run this for the rest of forever. The rest of forever. They didn't understand too. Oh shit, we had a time period that we could do this madness.
They was given 600 years of rulership. Did we all forget that? Yakub.
So now that the time is coming up, they're now trying to rush and wake you up. Because you're the ones with the gifts. You're the ones who are the chosen children. Anyone up under your umbrella is good. Because why? Revelation scared the shit out of them. All right, so let's talk about SU. And we can talk about SU so much. Yes,
SU.
I said SU as it is SU Day, as you are seeing back here. Okay. If you did your studies on the letter J by itself, we'll start there because that's little baby steps that we need to know. Okay, the letter J is new, so he was not called Jesus. Okay, he was called SU. Now, SU also told you that he was here in the beginning. He was the witness to everything. That is SU. He is the witness to everything. Now, when we talk about the walks of Jesus and the acts of Jesus, you're going to have to go deeper into finding out about his family because he wasn't the only ones doing these gifts. Jesus was the only one out loud with the gifts. His mother knew how to heal. His brother, his father, they all knew how to heal. They all learned this as a family They learned who they were and they learned of their gifts. But they understood where they was going back was up under their enemies' noses. So they was going to have to be, boom. Jesus was the baby boy. Yes, Jesus has a big brother. What's his name again? I forget. Not John. James. I do play. Big brother James. Uh, Jesus and that bloodline, which we already know is from the child of Jacob. As we know that the priesthood was with the children of Levi. I do play. After it switched over to Levi and it went to the children of Judah, Jesus, yes, knew exactly who he was. Yes, if you read the description, we shouldn't have to keep going over the description of how he looked with his skin and his hair, blah, 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 the red in his eyes. That should be good enough for you to know that he was not a blonde-haired, blue-eyed man, okay? Because it's in the book as who he is. Now, Jesus was a man who came here and he knew the tricks and secrets. We are still into him and still learning about the whole Jesus and the whole crucifixion and understanding why they actually crucified Jesus and tried to stop the magic from happening. These priests out there, all these rabbis out there who were just making money off of the priesthood, not really wanting the people to be free and really to walk the laws. He did. He did walk the laws. He was not bound down by some of these priests who was only to using them and not making them better. They was out there selling the animals. Jesus had to come tear all that ish up. Jesus understood the signs of who we were as a people, just like Moses did, just like Joshua did, just like Solomon did. And Jesus himself says, the ones who find out the gift later will do greater things than me. Everybody's so hooked on cursing Jesus and don't understand Jesus and can't believe Jesus. Jesus' story wasn't that long ago either. We're still thinking that it was what? 2,000 years ago. That's why they changed over time. Stop thinking that. Stop thinking that they changed over time in the first place.
Who gave them that power, that control?
Perhaps we actually only been doing this for 2,000 years, which ain't that long. That might blow your mind right there. To know that a man came here and did such extravagant things with your skin color. We'll start questioning Jesus then. If we just get that concept of, oh, he was my forefather, you would not question him then. But because they gave you the imprint of this blonde-haired, blue-eyed man, you don't want to read his acts. Or not even what he wrote down himself, what other people
witness from him. Exactly.
It's not even him writing about himself. Now, when you go to the Dead Sea Scrolls, when we learn more about Jesus, he was actually in a secret occult who was in charge of writing Dead Sea Scrolls. And Dead Sea Scrolls was actually scriptures of the Bible that was hidden around because they was looking for the holy books. So you can still go around finding these Dead Sea Scrolls that was buried throughout the lands. That's another way how we know that the Bible wasn't written. So when we're learning about Jesus, understand, yes, Jesus and the Bible told you, you're going to have to walk his way if you want to speak to his Father. Did you think that you can go dirty and clean because he went clean? You can't go dirty because he went clean. That don't make sense. That's what Pastor told you. Pastor said because he went clean, you can go dirty after him. Where does that make sense at? Jesus said, walk the way, walk the way to be holy. I don't see why that should be so contradicting. And because he did, he was awakened with his gifts. Now, Jesus wasn't not born like this. He was missing for 33 years, family. When we go back and do the research and find out where he was, we can find out he was up in the mountains. He was up in Ethiopia. I mean, he was up, who was the Asians up there? The monks.
The Buddhists.
The Buddhists. He was up there with the Buddhists. They actually know him to be Isa. He wasn't even known to be Jesus to them.
Because letter J wasn't even around, family.
So as we would say Esu, they call him Isa. They spoke about how they helped him awakening his gifts. They knew who he was.
And he returned to his people.
And crazy that they said that this story, they said the Buddhists, they said this story wasn't 2,000 years ago either. Interesting enough. So what we have to do as a people is stop trying to think that this book is about them and know that it's about us. And it is about our fuck ups. And how a certain son of the Most High had to come down and sacrifice himself. Yes, that is what the story is about. We don't want to see it like that because we think, oh, this white man died for us. Now I got to be on my best behavior. Man, fuck this shit. No. No. One of your own brothers who was awakened to the highest extent said, you know what? I'll go through the worst. I'll sacrifice myself so that you can live. That was Jesus' walk. You was told it so differently, so you didn't want to hear it.
And then we have Lovecraft Country, who showed us some even deeper parts about the crucifixion. And we was watching Spartacus. Wasn't they nailing people to the cross in the movie Spartacus?
Mm-hmm.
Now, how long ago was that movie? What time period was they speaking on? All these things did not happen that long ago. We were in captivity for 400 years. That's a long captivity. And Miss Rachel, if the Bible's not speaking on blonde hair, blue eyed people, then why do all our people say they wrote it? Why would blonde hair, blue eyed people write a book about melanated people?
And they do speak about them. Only in one section. They speak about them as they are being cursed with leprosy. It is told in our laws to, when we find these people, they are going to be yellow, thin hair. We call it blonde today. And no melanin in the skin. The reason why they have blue eyes, because they can't see all the full colors as we can see. They have no melanin in the eyes. It is said that we are to send them out into the mountains, the Caucasus Mountains. Caucasians. That was when they were spoken of in the Bible. They recently, during Greece time, is when they're trying to frame when they came out because they have no history after Greece. Find some for me. They finally got out the mountains, but they came out the mountains to whoop our ass as a belt. They wasn't sent out the mountain. The Most High controls everything. He kept their asses in the mountains for years. Then he told them to come out because we kept doing dumb shit. And he says, fine. Now y'all gonna worship these dumbass people who y'all sent in the mountains.
Y'all don't remember the caveman story? They never showed us a black caveman.
Nope.
They never showed us a cartoon drawing of a caveman dark colored. They been told y'all their history. They told y'all evolution. They believe that they came from monkeys. So the same people that believe in evolution created the creation story in the Bible. It's not the contradictions in the Bible. It's the people placing contradictions on the Bible. We tired of all this shit. And you would think, as long as we've been talking about this, because we've been talking about this for about 2 years on Facebook, you'd think it would have been viral. A lot of people would have caught on to it. But it does nothing but confirm the word when it's 1/3. Not everybody is going to be able to tune in and listen to this conversation. We are protected. We just letting y'all know how woke we really are and not sleep to none of they bullshit. Y'all don't ever hear us come out here talking about who to vote for. We let y'all know them motherfuckers getting cracked down for sex, pedophilia, child sex trafficking, child sacrifices, human sacrifices. That's all we done spoke on when it came to the politicians, when it came to the justice system. And family. I'm going to need y'all really to unplug from the matrix. Because why didn't nobody question in the middle of a quarantine, a COVID pandemic, why in the hell would they try to crank up a space shuttle real quick and get the fuck up out of here after NASA's poster just went away? They wasn't doing NASA no more. They had went away for NASA. NASA wasn't even up and running. To our knowledge, they had stopped the space shuttle runnings. But in the middle of a pandemic, y'all finna test a space shuttle? That didn't question, that didn't ring. They didn't grab nobody's attention. Before it could, what they did, they showed us another narrative that they always play. They always do their sacrifice yearly around the same time every year to their gods of them shooting down melanated people. And then our people start marching for that and looting like they do every year around the same time. But why did nobody question the space shuttle?
Could have put everyone in the house.
They trying to leave for a reason, y'all. They ain't been in no moon. They trying to get up off of here for a reason. They is trying to escape. They is trying to crack that dome. For us to be on a spirit, they is trying to crack the firmament for a reason.
Family, if y'all got your Bible, I'm going to show y'all exactly where to go to find certain scriptures that should tickle your bone. We've been doing this for quite a while, so you all should be hip to it. If you haven't already, please take note. I want you to go to Leviticus chapter 13, verse 30. I'm going to show y'all your blonde and blue eyes.
Oh my God, it's money in the Bible. I just found money in here. I say.
Oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. Leviticus. Leviticus 13:30. Leviticus is in your beginning of the book, and if you need to, family, in the first 2 or 3 pages of the Bible gives you an index to show you where to go to. We all got to learn how to read the Bible once again. Our elders used to, and they didn't teach us how to. We just found out how the hell did they know how to go to these damn scriptures? I was in the camp for about 5-6 years straight till I finally got it. They were teasing me. Leviticus chapter 13, verse 30. Then the priest shall see the plague, and behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin, that means you can't scratch off this paleness. It's your skin deeper. Okay? And there be in it a yellow thin hair. Uh-oh. Then the priest shall pronounce him unclean. It is a dry skull, even a leprosy upon the beard or head. Head or beard, for each of me. That's where your blondes come in. Now, I want to show y'all fried chicken. I know y'all like that one, right? We got to understand who these people are in the Bible is us. These ones who's whooping our asses, stop blaming them, stop pointing the fingers at them, stop thinking that they came here with the diseases, stop thinking that they're the ones who came here showing you how to murder and kill your own brothers and sisters. You was doing this shit a long time ago. Now understand who you are as a people and stop doing it. I'm gonna show y'all something else real quick. Who is known about fried chicken? Why is it our people are teased so much about fried chicken? Ooh, Leviticus chapter 2, verse 7. I love Leviticus. Preaching at the way. It won't show me the whole thing on there. All right, y'all. Leviticus chapter 2, verse 7. Y'all ready for this one? For all y'all who were talking about fried chicken. And if thy oblation be a meat offering, bacon in the
frying pan.
A frying pan. Hold on, y'all. They said frying pan. No special Bible word. No cast iron pot. It says what? A frying pan. It shall be made of fine flour with oil. Hold on, meat. Dipping in some flour. Got a frying pan with some oil. All right, hold on. And thou shalt bring the meat offering that is made of these things unto the Lord. And when it is presented unto the priest, he shall bring it unto the altar. We have always given our Father the Most High fried food. Hold up, family.
We gave fried chicken as an offering.
That's in the beginning of the book. I didn't go there. That's in Leviticus.
Y'all really believe Caucasians was frying chicken? And they still eat everything raw today? And we get teased for how much we love fried chicken? Does that not sound like something we would do? Offer fried chicken to the Most High and it was accepted? But they tell us the Bible's full of contradictions. Why they didn't take that book out? Why, if they want to control us, why wouldn't they hide the fact that there's a group of people that gave fried chicken to the Most High for an offering?
And there's so many scriptures in this book that will blow your mind, but we can't go through it. You have to. We're not going to go through these scriptures for you. You got to go through them. There's 12 gates to get to heaven, not one. There's a certain set of children, not a set of land that is promised. Israel is not the children. The children has been scattered. Please learn your Bible. It's going to blow your mind. Not just the things we're telling you. We're not writing this and then telling you an awesome story that we wrote. No. This Bible been banging like this before we was born.
It showed did get Nat Turner up and running.
Ooh, didn't I? It allowed Columbus to find out where we were when he read Second Ezra's. When they found out we was going to be in this land over here.
They didn't manipulate how they want to. They beat our people for reading. They beat our people for reading anything, especially the Bible. Watch The Birth of a Nation.
Yes.
They gave us a movie telling us the story. They just didn't manipulate the Bible. They beat our people for trying to read it.
We the ones keep saying, oh, they took stuff out, but they don't know what's in it. What they leaving that in. If they took stuff out, what did they leave? People don't even know what they left in the book. They just know, oh, they took stuff out. Oh, they rewrote it. Yes, it got translated. You don't speak Greek.
Yeah, it's translated to a different language. Yeah, it's not just, it didn't just start today. It started with on the slave plantations when they were trying to read, when they were learning English. It didn't just start today. They just didn't start manipulating our people with the Bible today. It started when, first of all, our people was burning books because they didn't want them finding out certain shit that was only for us to know. And they still went around the world calling it a Christian crusade, trying to find books. They didn't go around the world burning books. They was looking for those books. They showed y'all movies today of them still looking for missing books of the Bible. So obviously they didn't take it out if they looking for it. The book of Eli showed y'all they looking for missing books. Lovecraft Country showed y'all they looking for missing books. So if they took it out, why the hell is they still searching for missing books? We did. We burnt certain books of the Bible. Because remember, the Bible is only a collection of a whole bunch of Bibles put together. We burnt certain books of the Bible because we didn't need them knowing certain things. So then when they did get a hand of our Bibles and translate into their languages, if we was trying to get our hand back on it to find out what they had found out, knowing the power and speaking the tongues we had, that's why they muzzled us. Knowing how powerful we was if we was on a vegan diet, if we was eating from the earth, eating the parts of the animals we was told to eat from. That's why they gave us chitlins, liver, pig feet, pig ears, because they had already translated the book and knew and found out about who they was able to be on top of. The jewels of the Most High. They made money off of us. They sold and traded us. They got high off of our power. They learned witchcraft. They learned voodoo. They married in. They fell in love. You go back around like 700 years before that, they was getting taught how to bathe. They was getting taught how to brush their hair, taught how to speak, stand upright, how to even talk to a warrior, how to bow down to a warrior. They wasn't warriors then. So they found that book and they killed our people and made examples of our people, putting fear in our people if they ever laid their eyes on that book again. That's what they did for 400 years.
Mm-hmm. They had the book in English for them to read, not for you. They thought it was amazing when you learned how to read their language.
They still trying to figure out how the fuck did that happen. From them trying to be too smart, they thought they was going to take one little black boy and teach him how to read what they wanted to be read to the people. They thought they was going to manipulate him, but they forgot he was God's child. So he went beyond what they told him to read, and he read the entire book, and he woke up his people. Even though it lasted for probably almost 48 hours, it still showed the power the book had on our people, not them. That's why they don't want to speak about that. Because that short-lived rampage he went on, slaughtering their masters, it showed who woke them up. It wasn't watching each other get whipped that woke him up. It wasn't watching a woman get raped that made him go slaughter his masters. It wasn't watching his family living and shit and piss, working from sun up to sundown. That didn't make him slaughter his masters. That didn't make him go kill the people that was killing his people. It was the book. He read a book, and it awoken senses in him to free his own people. That's the point we're trying to make. For all those who believe it's going to be voting, it's going to be marching, it's going to be getting promotions at work. It was the Bible that allowed him to stand up against his oppressors, not wait for a man to come out the sky, but to get enough courage and faith and know that he was being led. That's why we're talking about the Bible.
And always will. Until our people stand up and finally read it for themselves, we got to talk about it. Until my people can say, oh no, I know what's in that book, and actually know what's in the book without just saying it.
We'll debate then.
Make sure y'all watching Lovecraft Country. It's so powerful.
I mean,
it will blow your mind.
just go ahead and just enjoy yourself. Book of Eli.
Yeah. Go back and watch Book of Eli.
Because I don't think our people got it. That's how I know the Bible's so true. As a hoodoo or Baal voodoo queen I is. That's why I will never, ever speak bad on that Bible. Because
that's the same Bible that we used to enslave our people. Not our people, but our slaves.
Our slaves.
We use that same book, those same laws. You're going to enslave them, but you free them after 7 years. There's actually a law that says that you cannot enslave one of the chosen children. That's actually a law.
I think that movie, that's how I know certain people not gonna get it, because a lot of people done seen The Birth of a Nation and it still didn't click to them like that.
It didn't go viral like it's supposed to have.
It's just another slave movie to them. It did not process to them that watching all that shit, seeing all them people get ripped and hung and killed, did not make him say, hey, y'all, let's go. It didn't put no faith in nobody. None of the men or women said, let's go kill our people. They was all too scared. They knew what would happen to them. They barely wanted to fucking run away. They barely wanted to run through the woods and get away because they knew who was going to be coming after them. It took a man reading the Bible to speak to his other people, showing them scriptures in the Bible that allowed them to, one, come together. When have we ever been able to do that? But after he read that book, not only was he able to talk to his people, they was able to come together. They was able to plan. They was able to be on time for something. Y'all missed a lot in this movie. They was able to agree, first of all. They was able to be on time for something and then act it out. We've been trying to do that shit with going to college. We've been trying to do that shit with crossing fraternities and sororities. By becoming celebrities. Becoming athletes. Opening up churches. We can't even get the churches on time. We can't even agree on shit at parent-teacher meetings. Let alone politics. But this man was able to read a book and show his brothers and his people and his mama some scriptures in this book because she didn't know how to read. Mm-hmm. That's another type of faith that I don't think y'all have tapped into yet. Y'all still trying to get faith that the light bill gonna get paid. Y'all ain't had that type of faith that this boy go out here killing all these masters, we gonna be okay. Y'all telling y'all sons now go get a good job, get married, have children. Ain't none one of y'all said go get master. But that Bible gave them dumb balls to do that. Ain't none of y'all yet chose y'all son to be a sacrifice and say, yeah, go out there, put yourself on the front line and tell them boys down in the sundown time that y'all coming. Nah, y'all need them to get in school, get a good education. So when we talk about faith, don't act like y'all done tapped into the faith that our ancestors have. When you want to speak of God and you want to speak of Jesus, they was calling on their names for whole separate reasons. They believed in Jesus for a whole nother reason than why we're trying to believe in him today. Our ancestors have seen some things when it comes to the Most High and his angels and his children. All this being lukewarm, believe in voodoo, but bash voodoo books. You pay tarot card readers and love their reviews, but you can't read the biggest prophecy written book, the biggest reading ever. Don't be no hypocrite. You talk to the dead, but you can't read a book about the dead. Don't be no hypocrite. You do voodoo, but can't look at Jesus did voodoo. Don't be no hypocrite. Because we ain't never been no hypocrite in this house. We done showed y'all Orisha, Ifa, voodoo, and Bible, not Christianity. The bears know. You use it for your own readings. We must give a lot more honor and homage to what this book has done for our people. We can't keep worrying about everybody else now. We got to get past 1492 and 1619 with our people. We got to know a little bit more about ourselves than just the slave boats. Ain't nobody questioning where was the Orishas during slavery? Where was the Ephi readings? Where was the Babalawos during slavery? Well, the Bible will help you understand if you ain't came across that question yet on your spiritual journey. Because everybody like to ask, where was Jesus during slavery? Well, where was Oshun, Yemajah, Obatala? The Bible will help you understand. It will help you understand how we kept fucking up with the powers and gifts we had. Does that not look like what we see today? Mm-hmm. People learning Ephi just to jar a nigga, just to get back at their ex. Same thing being spoken of in the Bible.
You know we love your family.
And we ain't never went back on our word. Y'all ain't never seen us follow trends and just start bashing the Bible because everybody else doing it.
No.
Y'all ain't never seen us confused about wearing the leggings and reading Bible scriptures because everybody else is. This man been initiated and been reading the Bible. There's many people not even initiated speaking on the Bible. Want to talk about being a priest? Everybody want to be initiated being a priest, but can't even read a book full of priests. Talking about nothing but priests. Every other word, a priest is doing something. But we got people want to be initiated bashing the Bible. I love the fact that Lovecraft Country showed us about the fire.
Of course, so I say. For those who are scared about Revelation because they heard of the fire in Revelations, watch Lovecraft Country. Maybe you won't be so afraid of the fire then. The fire never hurted us in the Lovecraft Country or Revelations. The fire never hurt us. Wow. Read Revelations again. We didn't get burnt up by the fire. Our enemies did. Beneath our feet. As we are standing with our brother. As we are standing with our Father. From the ancient one that comes from the heavens. We did not get hurt by the fire. As Daniel walked through the fire. And he did not get hurt either. Unsinged. So no, these are the same gifts that we still have today. Your gifts has been closed off for the last 400 years. Now they are reawakening. Now you're getting the crust out your eyes. Now we are meeting our family. We were separated. We're coming back together. That's the way nature works. I pray that family have been taking notes because I know we go through this every so often. Y'all know sometimes we come on here, we have our good time, we have our laughs, our yucks. And then we got to get real serious with y'all because we want to make sure in the midst of having a good laugh that you're still learning. We want you to learn, most importantly, why you coming getting readings, because you're speaking to your ancestors who's trying to tell you all of this, who's trying to get you on the right path because the things that they did got them in trouble. So they really want you to get it right. That's why you come get your readings. It is not to find out what cards are saying, what fortune teller is going to give you great fortune in your life. You're coming to hear your ancestors speak on things that you need to do in the physical to make the wrongs right. That is why. That is why we are upon this time where you are getting your ancestral readings. You're getting your ancestral dolls. You're getting your ancestral baths so that you can become more connected, more closer to your ancestors, as every culture is doing. You get so much honor to George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Grant, Jackson. Who was the other one? Benjamin. Giving so much energy to their ancestors, yet your ancestors get no energy. They don't get no commune.
They could put anybody on them dollar bills. They could put a flag. They could have put fruit, a harvest. They chose to put their deceased loved ones that made things possible for them. Y'all don't see this big magic they've been doing. If we just not getting our people trying to burn ancestor money on their altar. Come on, y'all. It's a lot bigger than burning ancestor money on an altar when you got these people printing their ancestors on the money that you spend to even buy ancestor money to burn on the altar. Do you know how your ancestors are looking at you? You taking money with their ancestors on it to buy money to burn for your ancestors. It's a whole nother battlefield, and it's a lot bigger. And it's spiritual. For people who thought that they were just going to get into witchcraft to become rich, to get a big house, to buy a car. Don't forget, these are things we invented and built before they even finished coming out the mountains. This is to unlock things within your bloodline, within your lineage. This is to unlock things within your generation. That's why you are getting into witchcraft. You can build a house, but we can't even find land. And we can't even get people together enough on time to agree to put monies together to even get land. Or how about kill the people and just take the land like some other cultures have done? I don't remember hearing not nan Spaniard, not nan European having to get their people together, raise money, and buy land from the Native Americans. I think they just went out and murked and took what the fuck they wanted and needed.
Y'all been living long enough to heard of the Brexit. Did y'all know that what that was? That was them getting all the non-natives out of their land. The British exit, the Exodus. I mean, rich and poor came together and said, these people don't belong here. Go. Made it so big that the whole world was talking about it. Nicknamed it the Brexit. Now, that was just a few years ago. Here we are today. My spits from Nigeria.
But Nigeria won't get you no land for free. You can't go back over there and say, hey, my people were sold from slavery. I need a house. I got children. We need land. Oh, money. Money with your people printed on it. Oh, maybe everybody's on to something but us. Oh, they have to have money. You don't see this game that everybody is playing on this one specific group of people. We are the only people going to other people's lands and in this land and seeing faces of other people but us on it. Who do you think they got their wealth from? How do you think any of these cultures built their culture up? The oldest pyramids are found over here. Some of the oldest artifacts are found over here. There's a lot of secrets being held about Turtle Island. This shit gets so deep. We still trying to get people to be clean and not speak negative. We can't get our people to come together, put money together, or just kill everybody that's not supposed to be on this land. We got a lot more problems than who we voting for president. We still voting for people that's descendants of people we believe wrote the Bible. If we did believe they wrote the Bible to enslave us, why the fuck do we still want them in office? Why isn't enough of our people saying, well, fuck all of them? How the hell do we get all of them off of here? Why are we trying to choose who to vote for? What did they do to take over this land? It started with like, we ain't got balls to do shit. We ain't got balls to come enough together to do enough voodoo on all these people so they could just drop like flies and leave us the fuck alone. We can't all put our money together and get some big things going. All these celebrities, all these rappers and actors and actresses. We just heard about Rick Ross buying what? How many acres of land he just bought? How long he been rapping? Because he was taking all that money just buying big mansions. Now he realized, oh no, land. It took how long being rich to think, oh, land? We have so many bigger issues. We really do. And the HOK just been starting to slow with the family. Because what we went through the first 7 days of meeting each other, we still have not been able to explain in English everything. We just remember certain parts of pieces. Other parts of pieces we weren't even here for it. Physically, body was, but spiritually, we weren't even here to explain to y'all what we have really seen together to know why we sit by this Bible. Bible got his name. He was gifted with his own name on the Bible. Can y'all see this? This ain't no borrowed Bible. We didn't borrow no Bible to sit up here and try to hop on this and talk about this with y'all. Bible met me. The first thing we got into was in the Bible before we got into each other's pants. For those who just start getting readings from us, we been was in the Bible together. Baba bringing up videos. Baba got videos of him speaking of the Bible 8-9 years ago. Baba didn't just start reading the Bible because we got a whole bunch of people watching us on Facebook now. We just realized how many people don't understand what's really going on.
How important it is to. This is not just a fade that everyone's going through. Now you see the Bible being spoken of. The house has always been on that topic, but how is it important that you know that this is why we've been speaking on it? We're not going to speak on anything that's not important, unless we're just joshing. But when it comes down to serious, no, we're letting you know the days of the week, the Orishas. We're letting you know about the moon, the portals that are open. We're letting you know of your ancestors that is in this Bible, your ancestors that is not spoken in this Bible, who are still speaking to you so that they can be spoken about in the next biblical text. They know in order to get 16 generations to go, they got to keep pushing. It doesn't just work. Oh, you come put your work down here now forever. You just sit back while I just continue. No, you as an ancestor, you're going to be pushing your generation to continue forward too. That is how they got spoken about. People got readings. They would speak with Shango. They would speak with Oshun. They would speak with Ogun. Ogun would tell them what to do on their path, and they did it. That's why they're told in you all ancestral reading who your people worship. Who is your people under? What type of energy they walked with? So you can understand exactly what you need to be doing, where you come from, what energy you walk with, and how to control it. These are all key points for us to make it up out of this captivity. It's not just because we did the captivity, now we just make it out. Nope, it's still some loops and some hoops that we still jumping through, family. It is not so easily. We got to go through this wilderness. And I'd be damned if I'm going through a wilderness with some people who are nowhere near on the same track. This journey is going to be for those, for the strong, for those who can endure, and for those who are strong enough to have that will to know that the Most High is guiding us. That is why we're letting you know, because each and every one of these people in this book, they were guided by the Most High. They was guided by the Holy Spirit. They was guided by their father, their ancestors who they honor. What makes you so different? Where's your book where you're spoken about and that you didn't write yourself?
Who done wrote a book about you?
How family doing out there? Ooh, we know family's getting them a nice little earful tonight. Ashe. What y'all thought? We told y'all ancestors are going to be coming down quite thick during these portals. And that's exactly what's going on. Ancestors is making sure that we are getting the knowledge and wisdom that we need to continue our journey. So, what did you think they were going to speak out? Green eggs and ham. The what's going on in the love and hip hop. What new music video don't hit the scene? Maybe that's what ancestors is are focused on. Your ancestors is focused on exactly what's focused on in this same book. Did you think they were going to get up to heaven and catch a new script? You think they were going to go up there and, God, we're going to have to talk about things going on down there that you got? You think, no, I'm sorry. Our ancestors are quite powerful, but not that powerful. Things are still going to go on just the way they're supposed to. That is why we were told that we were still under the second covenant. I can't wait to see the sign of the third covenant. I know that the rainbow shows us that we're still under the second covenant, the same covenant Moses is under. We are under the same agreement as Moses, as Joshua, as Solomon, as Jesus. We got to remember that and continue that. That is how we're going to make it out as the 1/3 together family. All praise to do it will not just be one family. Oh boy, we be in here pulling straws. And there wasn't just one family that was picked. The family picked themselves. Nobody listened to Moses. I mean, nobody listened to Noah. Nobody listened to Noah for 100 years. Thought he was a crazy old man building this old big old boat thing. I don't know what they're gonna need this thing for. They're not helping out with it. They don't see no point in it. Nobody listened. So the family chose themselves. The Most High did not tell everyone to back up. Only only Noah could get into this boat. Putting this big God foot out, backing them all the fuck up. No, it did not happen like that. For those who does not understand the Noah story, it was one family who had the faith and knowing that the Most High was guiding them. That's how the other ones did not get chosen. So how do you think that the Most High is going to choose the 1/3 versus the 2/3 again? Is he going to come down and say, "I'll scoot over you"? No part. Jeremy, yeah, scoot to the right a little bit. Excellent. All right, y'all see that line? Those to the left will make it. Sorry, Jeremy. You're on the right. Y'all not making it. It's not gonna happen like that, family. We're gonna choose ourselves. So the 1/3 is going to choose himself apart from the 2/3. What's the definition of holy?
Set apart.
To be set apart, to be separate, to separate yourself. Interesting. We have quite a journey ahead of us, family, but it's not so hard because we can find all the tools that we need around us, and whatever is lacking is in your blood. That's the wonderful part. They can't take that from you. They are trying to take blood from you. Yes, they are trying to take your organs from you. You're still standing. So that means you can still do something. You're one of the 1/3 as far as you know. As far as we know, 2/3 have already been killed off, and now only the 1/3 stand. We don't know. We know the corona hit quite a few people. We heard of quite a few numbers hit. So as far as we know, the 1/3 is still standing. So we got work to do, family. We got knowledge to gain back. And it's not gonna come from BET or Medea in a dress. People like Bill Cosby was trying to have a channel to waken you up. Well, we see what that ended in. People like Michael Jackson was putting you up on game, was about to wake you up. We see what happened with that though. Anybody book? Oh, look at y'all. Up past your bedtime.
I believe we all are. I believe we all are.
I share beautiful messages. I pray that family, as you all are up past your bedtimes, taking notes. For those who are just now tuning in, we pray that you rewind from the beginning and watch everything. Much knowledge, much wisdom, and a good old time, good story time with family.
Yes.
All right, ready to let the family go?
Okay.
All right, family. We love you and we thank you. And until next time, Oda. Oda, family. Every time you